I'm the stone that the builder refused. The inspiration. I think that's how it went. I don't even know. What's up, y'all? You know what I'm saying? We cranking another podcast episode. It's me, your boy, your host, Rome, and
the ratio back in the building.
You know what I'm saying? We got another special guest. You know what I'm saying? I had to do a lot of talking. My words had to be used extensively to bring this special guest on. So I'm definitely excited for her to showcase her brilliant mind, her knowledge in countless subjects, and just, you know what I'm saying, to be on camera and really just show what she like. Derecho got an introduction for her too, but that's mine right there because he really know her.
Yeah, my introduction. What would my introduction be? This is my first cousin, actually. Grew up with her from what was that, about birth? About birth to, for a long time, bro. It was ins and outs. It was times where we wasn't together. It was times where we were together. But we was together, it was plus and minus, but it was more like plus and plus. But we was together. Simple as that. All the time. It was the same people pretty much. Literally the same people growing up.
You and her?
Yeah.
You and her was the same?
Yeah.
You don't think y'all the same no more?
We got similar mindsets, I guess. I mean,
okay.
Similar, but
yeah.
But before you start talking about it, why you think y'all not similar no more? Did she just stop being who she was? Did you stop being who you was?
Yeah, I think after we grew up in separate households, after a while, it's kind of just, I guess, separated after you kind of grow apart. You're not together for a long time, you grow apart, I guess.
So you don't feel like you had that same connection with her?
It's not like that.
No, you could be different people and still have that connection.
Okay.
It's just we were when I say we were the same thing, if she was into something, I was into it. If I was into it, she was into it. Pretty much. Pretty much.
It's not like that no more.
No, not really. We're still very similar. If she's playing a certain game, I'm playing a game that's similar to it.
Cause she older than you, right?
By a couple months, yes. Some months.
Was she the ringleader? Did you follow her around?
No,
I don't think
it wasn't
was
like that.
No.
I mean,
ringleader like that, but
I know
you know
what you're saying. I know what you're saying.
She the one who set the vibe, set the tone. We doing this today.
No.
Gianna, what we doing?
But I tell you what, Gianna, you did teach me a lot of stuff because you're a grade above me. Remember, you were born in April. I was born in November.
Yeah.
So I remember you were in, I believe, 3rd grade. I was in 2nd grade or something like that. And you were teaching me multiplication. I wasn't learning multiplication yet, and you were teaching me that. And I was like, yeah, that was just another memory I remember. That was crazy. I was I knew multiplication for everybody in my class.
Yeah, that's actually
stuff
insane.
Like that. Yeah.
That's actually insane. I had so much trouble with them timesheets in 3rd grade.
Yeah.
It don't make sense.
It took me a while.
Also, y'all, disclaimer, we are outside. The sun is cloudy, so it's not a consistent sunlight. So I have the camera set to auto lightening. I don't know what to call it, but make it auto image control.
And the homie over there barking.
Yeah, so you know what I'm saying? Bear with us on this one. But that's a good intro. Let's what you got to say. You know what I'm saying? You can introduce yourself now yourself. Your name.
Yes, I am Gianna.
Okay. All right, bet. That's Gianna. That's Gianna. You know what I'm saying? Derecho cousin. I really, you know what I'm saying? She started working with us. And, you know what I'm saying? I was entranced by her brilliant mind. But we're going to start it up today. How y'all week been? Let's go with Derecho. How your week been, Derecho?
Let's pick cool, bro. I'm tired right now. I was doing a lot of yard work these last couple of days.
Okay.
Simple as that.
Okay. What about you, Gianna?
Nothing but work, and I am hungry.
Oh, you hungry right now?
I'm hungry all the time, but it's been nothing but work.
Let's say it like this. So, what would you, because you were not working, what do you prefer to complain about?
Nope,
Too much work?
I will keep it this way 100%. Even though I am tired, this is not the economy to not have a job in right now.
Oh, okay. Why you say that? Why you say this is not the economy to not have a job in?
Have you seen how much eggs cost?
True.
Have you seen how much everything costs?
No, that's true. One thing I gotta say about that is too, though, niggas ain't gotta buy eggs.
I buy eggs.
She likes eggs.
I like eggs.
Do you?
I do.
I thought you work for egg money. That makes sense.
I don't eat eggs. I don't eat eggs at all. I don't eat eggs at all.
Oh, that makes
Nigga, I
sense.
need as much. I could probably just take it out the carton and walk out. But I need just 3 of them. That's for some bacon. That's all I do. I don't eat eggs at all. Like,
What about when you eat out on like your cheat days? Or not the cheat days, when you're not on your diet, sorry.
No, I don't eat eggs at all.
Not eggs. I mean like when you just eat out in general.
Oh, what you mean? How expensive is it now? Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, it raised, but it's still nothing like crazy though. Like it's still $20 per person.
Yeah.
But if you go to like the places I like, it sometimes do get a little expensive. Like BJ's, you for sure spending like 30 now. So I get the egg rolls, that's about 15. That's just an appetizer. Egg rolls just an appetizer, that's 15. Then my burger 12. Then I like to get the pizookie on top. So then that's about 7. So you know what I'm saying? That's about 28 right there. No, like serious, that's about 28.
The pizookies are good.
Yeah,
What
like
is that?
28. What's your favorite restaurant?
I don't know, but a pizookie,
Oh, you don't know what a pizookie is?
A pizookie
No.
is a cookie, right? And it's a warmed up cookie with ice cream on it.
Oh.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
hella
That sounds
good.
yummy.
They just put dough in
You
a.
have the 3-piece platter yet? 3-piece platter with the three different flavors.
Yeah, that's doing too much.
Yeah, I'll smack all 3 of them.
Yeah,
down
no,
to
that's
high.
I actually want to go there now. I ain't gonna lie. I actually want to go to BJ's now. Like I ain't been there in a minute. I'll get a pizookie, either BJ's or Red Robin. Red Robin got a good milkshake. Red Robin got a good milkshake.
I don't know about a favorite restaurant, brother.
You don't have favorite restaurants? I really want to go to True Burger, where y'all got to get outside then.
Chick-fil-A.
Dude, growing up, McDonald's was considered luxury food.
Oh, really?
Yes.
How's it
It's
feel?
like I've never been like to restaurants like that. First time being at Chili's last week with
Really?
the girls.
How was it?
It was pretty yummy. I had quesadillas.
Besides the food, how was the experience there?
We waited a long time because it was pretty packed,
Yeah, that's the worst part about it.
and
And the amount of people.
Hold on.
there was a lot of people, and we had like a +1 too because they miscounted us and said, "Yep, there's like 9 of you," when in reality there was only 7. So they kept bringing out extra stuff, but I didn't want to waste it, so I would keep drinking all of the waters and extra things that they brought.
Oh, wow. What they was bringing y'all? Besides water?
That's funny.
I was just taking all the extras for everybody.
Oh, okay. No,
Water, teas, extra foods, the napkins and stuff, stuffing them in my bag.
Oh, wow. You know what's crazy? Yo, sister not like that at all. I had to ask her. I thought that was like a family thing. No, that's a Gianna thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Like, you know what I'm saying? She very resourceful. Imagine her like a video game character, like a Skyrim. She taking everything. Like, she looting. It don't matter. It could be a trinket that sell for 10 pennies.
Yeah.
She taking it.
I need it all.
You're calling out my video game habits.
Yeah, nah,
That's
literally.
what I do in my games.
Yeah,
You
nah,
gotta search
literally.
every.
We had to talk about that, like video game mechanics and how the concept of buying things and thinking about like video games. Like we tend to think about, I'm just gonna start at the top. In every video game, you never start at the top. You start at the bottom, then you refine your gear, and then after you find your gear, then when that's like, you kind of like over it,
Yeah,
you above that, now you go to the next one. You don't just start with 0 and then say, I'm about to wait off until I can get this expensive piece of gear right here.
Yeah.
You know what? I know that there are like actually some video games that have like game modes where you can do that. The main one I can think about right now, when my friend was explaining it to me at the time, was Kingdom Hearts. I've never played Kingdom
No, I
Hearts
never played it
yet,
either.
but I guess that there is like you could set it so that you either start off like when you're gaining experience and stuff, that you can start off pretty much getting OP and getting a ton of experience, but then it gets harder later on to like get that. Or you can do the reverse, where it starts out really, really hard at the beginning and then it gets super duper easy near the end.
That's how most games are.
Nah,
I don't know.
I'm choosing the first option.
Yeah, I'd rather play make it getting harder and harder.
Yeah,
Like
I'd rather
Elden
get
Ring.
hard.
Elden Ring
I'd
is
rather
always
have
hard.
life get difficult
said
as you
life-
go on.
You want the Bloodborne experience?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Then you grant mastery.
You talking about life?
I'm talking about, that's what we changed it. That's how I took it.
Oh, you talking about life? No, I'm taking that. Nigga, why would you want the hard route?
Yeah, no.
No, if you do hard early, you're gonna be easy later.
Oh, yeah. Then I'd rather have that, bro.
I mean, that's what we all in right now.
I mean, in real life, nah, sometimes it's just hard and then it stays hard and it just
Yeah.
don't ever get easy.
I think that's a mental thing.
I don't think it's mental.
You don't think so?
No.
Let's talk about it.
Okay.
Why are you, I'll go first. I believe it's a mental thing because I believe it's a mental thing that life get easier as it go on because you conquer certain battles. Like, there's certain things that you don't be worried about as life goes on if you play the right cards, right? Let's say, for instance, the 30-year-old with no kids compared to the 30-year-old with 3 kids. It's like a different type of hard. Let's say they both had the same upbringing. They both was like in the same household. One decided to have kids when they was 18, 19, 20, and the other one didn't. They both had the same hard, but because they made a couple of decisions, at 30, it became even harder and compared to the other 30-year-old who ain't got no kids. They up. Like, you know what I'm saying? I've seen a couple single, no kid 30-year-olds. They be up like a mud. So that's what I'm saying. Like, what you got to say about that? That probably wasn't the best way to say it either, though.
I don't think it was.
I think, like, you're onto something when it comes to mindset, but life truly is just a game of chance. And you could do everything right, everything that would be deemed right, I guess, by societal standards, and still fail, just because.
That makes it fun. But the chance of it failing ain't going to be as often as you doing everything right. Your reward, you're going to win.
What do you mean by as often? You don't
Like,
know
let's
that.
say this. You do everything right. You do everything right. You're going to, if you keep doing everything right, you're eventually going to peek through.
How?
Because it's like, you not like, if I'm doing everything right and I don't give up, there's no way it's not going to happen. It's either that or death. There's no way it's not going to happen. Either that I'm going to die.
That's not always true.
That's not always true because people die.
So. And that's it. That's
like, I need an example because if I think of like an example, I think of like football. You can't just sit there and spam football. I'm the best football. Even if you're the best football player, if you're not in the NFL, like you still ain't make it. But even though you're the best out there, even though they giving you looks and everything, you could keep playing it. Guess what? You're 50 years old. You're not getting to the league.
But then you're still not playing your cards the best as possible because
that's as. Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm
sorry.
If you was trying to put your name out there and talk to the agents and talk, and for some reason you're still not getting put on.
I think you'll still peek through if you play your cards like the best way. I think you'll still peek through though.
I don't know.
But what you was trying to say?
You're right about that. It's like you're both right. You're both right.
Yeah.
It's like in terms for the football analogy, like is sometimes people just aren't cut out for it. You could try as hard as you can in that, but like if it's not going to happen, it's not going to happen. No matter how hard you work, you can still fail in that regard, as depressing as it sounds. But then to circle back to the cards, that just means that you have different cards and maybe football is not your thing.
But let's switch it then. Let's say he trying as hard as he can, but that doesn't mean he is skilled. Let's say the person who getting, I play DB. The person who getting 10 interceptions a season, they only play 10 games, so that's 1 interception per game. And he putting his stuff out. You think he ain't gonna get picked? And he has a good behavior issues. He talking to the right people.
I mean,
now I can see, but if he keep doing 10 interceptions, if he keep doing 10 interceptions,
there should be a higher chance of him getting picked. Yes.
But if you guys, I'm saying,
but
it's gonna still peek through though.
There's times where you go to Patterson High School.
But that's a wrong card.
That's not your fault. You're a kid.
Okay, but then after that, you choose where you go to a junior college.
Okay.
Then you still doing 10 interceptions, bro. They getting you out. They getting you out. Like you're getting out. And if you go to the right school, because people make the wrong decision at the school, but then blame chances. You know what I'm saying? You make the wrong decision at the school. I know people who got snaked. They went to the school that was saying, "Oh, you finna be this. Oh, you finna be this. We finna have you this." They put them on special teams.
That's not their fault. It's not his fault.
That is.
That's his fault.
Not being discretion. Not having enough discretion. They in your ear, not going over there or having the right people around you. There's a lot that goes into play with that. Like literally, they coached
That's
him.
where life comes in him and play. Life has
but
to
still,
teach
you playing
that.
your cards.
No, but life still has to teach you that. How you gonna know them cards? How you gonna have them cards without even knowing about it yet?
It's true. How do you know someone's not peeking at your cards? And
how did you learn your life lessons? You got to go through it, right?
I talked to people. The reason why I talked to people. I talked to people, mentors and shit.
Like this one, for example. You said you had to get over your anxiety on the field. You wasn't talking to the coaches. No, you ain't talk to somebody to tell you that nobody told you go talk to them.
I had to
You
get over
learned that. That's what I'm saying. That was a life experience.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. That's every. I feel like a lot of people. Me personally, all my stuff, a lot of stuff that I learned was from life experience. Nobody was telling me all this crazy.
Yeah,
stuff.
but were you asking? Huh? Were you asking?
Did you know to ask?
Exactly.
Yeah, but then it's like, then we have to switch it to, because this is what Eric Thomas said. Damn, I think of the quote. I'm about to pull it up now. I'm going to have to pull it up. But there's a
You
quote.
don't know who to ask.
No, there's a quote, though. There's a quote. There's a quote that basically says what y'all talking about right here. Because what's the core of this subject right now? If y'all could break what we talking about conceptually.
Is life like a game of chance?
Okay.
Or do you need to play your cards right in order to succeed?
Okay, so basically the question is, yeah, I hear you now. Is life a game of chance?
Can you control it?
Or can you, like, you know what I'm saying? Or basically, is everything you do resolved in luck? Damn near.
Yes, actually.
I'd say not everything, but a lot of really important things are.
At the end of the day, if you think about it, technically, yes. There's a chance this person doesn't subscribe, but there's a chance this person does.
Yeah, and it's like before what we were saying with like being chosen for football and stuff. You could do everything right, but at the same time, maybe that guy just doesn't like the way you look. So he says, I'm not picking him.
As simple as that.
And then knowing that quickly enough and moving schools. Like, that's where a lot of people fail at. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't even supposed to be there.
Constantly being on the move.
Yeah, they haven't heard that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they say the price of water at the airport, $10.
Yeah.
Liquor store, $2.
Yeah, why would you buy water at the airport?
But it's more so just showing you, like, the value. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they value you like nothing here. But if you was over here, they'll value you even more. I'm trying to find a quote, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm trying to find it. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to find a quote.
Okay.
It's not in this one either. Oh my God, this is stressful. This is very stressful right now.
I'm getting flashbacks. Didn't this happen last time too? I was working in the corner and I heard you looking for a quote before as well.
Yeah, nah, the quotes tend to elude me.
Hey, y'all, get over to the Twitch, man. Get over to the Twitch. For real.
I'll probably just cut this part out though.
Nah, don't cut this out. Get over to the Twitch.
But it's a really good quote about I got so many quotes in my quote book. I'm gonna write a book and it's gonna be my quotes. And it's gonna be like Jerome's quotes. And then I'm gonna sell it for $20.
You gonna write.
It's gonna be all quotes.
No, you can't do that. Let me tell you why you can't do that.
You said Jerome's quotes?
You're stealing these quotes from other people.
Yeah,
Jerome's quote book.
Jerome's quotes from.
But I put their credentials in there.
Yeah, but you gotta like kind of let it know like these is quotes from other people.
Jerome.
It says it's still gonna say their names. It's gonna say
no, but
Eric
you gotta
Thomas.
let it know on the cover because ain't nobody gonna like. I'm not. Well, imagine I read a book like, oh wow, this
you
probably has a
could
lot
get
of
away
quotes.
It's gonna say on the back. It's gonna say on the back. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the summary. Like these are the quotes.
It could be like wordplay too. Jerome's quote book. It's not saying it's
it
his
is,
apostrophe S quote book.
Yeah, Jerome's quote book. Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, I think I'm about to find it. I'm about to find it.
Book of quotes.
Yeah, Jerome's book of quotes. Like, these are the quotes I live by. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are gonna create the mental fortitude you need. These are gonna create the lessons. You know what I'm saying? Like a Tao. This is my Tao.
How long would that book be? Right
I have no clue, but probably like 20
pretty
pages.
long based on how long you've been looking for quotes.
Yeah, no, it's oh no, not yet. So I'm putting you on now. Dang, I can't find it, y'all. I'm gonna have to chalk that one up. Unfortunately, that was a good quote, bro. It was about Eric Thomas. He said, dang, bro, what did he say?
I mean, you know who quoted it. That's better than like a lot of people, to be fair.
What? Quotes is amazing, bro. I like to quote people. I quote people all the time. Like, I quote something you would say. I quote something. Oh, here we go. I found it.
Nice.
Not knowing is not an excuse for never finding out.
I mean, but like, all right.
Now we back on topic.
Yeah, no.
Now
Okay,
we back
but
on
when
topic.
it comes to life, all right. Like, you don't. What do you look up to ask like a question about life?
Okay, let's put a
what I'm
scenario. Let's
saying?
do the same football. She plays sports too, right?
Like you said, it has
So you see your coach is not giving you playtime.
Uh-huh.
You could talk about your situation to people who older than you.
Mm-hmm.
That's literally it. Or ask.
I was never taught that.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
I ain't learned that till I read books. Not knowing is not an excuse to never find it out. I had to read books to learn that.
Okay.
Know what you got to say about that, Gianna?
Some people learn differently.
Can you tell me again what
The quote.
No.
What we talking about?
We're talking about.
Yes.
Okay, so we're talking about luck. If you do everything right, because I play poker too. That's where I really get this is where I really get my confidence in saying and my passion in talking like this, because there's expected value. If you keep making moves that giving you a plus in expected value, you're gonna overcome what they call oh my God, I forgot what they call it, but basically luck. But there's a term for it that's not called luck.
And this is okay.
And that's when I'm putting it. That's when I'm putting it to life.
Jerome's saying like this. All right, it's a 1% chance you get this right, but if you try 100 times, I mean, there's still a chance. There's that 1% chance that keeps on. I mean,
but you keep playing it right.
Yeah, you keep on doing it over and over, even if it equal. I see what you're saying. So it's still a 1% chance over if you keep doing it over and over and over. There's still that chance you're gonna hit it if you just keep doing it until you die.
You like quotes, right?
Yeah.
You ever hear that quote about insanity? Insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results.
Yeah, no. And he's not saying that. I understand. I use that quote. I use that quote in my life thousands of times. That's why I never do nothing twice. You know what I'm saying? If it ain't giving me this result, I switch it up. But what he pointed out in that quote, I don't think he said it the best way, but it's more so like, what's the best way I could put it? Because you're not understanding it.
I'm not. I'm sorry.
No, it's all good. So what I would say is, how would I explain it? So what is EV? You know what expected value is, right? No?
Wait.
Okay.
You called it what?
Expected value.
Okay. I thought you were talking about the Pokemon.
Oh, nah.
Sorry.
I don't know no Pokemon. That ain't my field.
I figured.
I thought so. I was like, you know who Eevee is, right? And I was like, what?
I do know who Eevee is.
It was an intrusive thought. I'm sorry. Continue.
No, it's all good. It's all good. But expected value is when you do something and it has a return. So everything you do has a return, right? So if you keep doing things that have a positive return on your life, it's going to outweigh the unexpected surprises that randomly come in your life. That's what I'm saying. So let's say if I keep doing 10 picks, the unexpected surprise was a coach who don't like me. Okay. But if I keep doing 10 picks, I'm going to overcome that because either I'm going to go to another coach, I'm going to get another situation. You know what I'm saying? Does that make any sense?
But I think life is more similar to like a car, bro.
Keep going. Let me hear it.
Okay.
Get me right.
The randomness is still within, I guess, like when you said, the random coach who doesn't like you, so you go to find another coach. That's still within the same realm of, I don't even know how to describe that. Random coach who doesn't like you, so you go to a different coach, is still same thing as coach. As opposed to like something like random. Like,
then, okay.
What then?
No. Then we go for here. Then you go for there. Say you jump in coaches, right? Because theoretically, you leave high school at 18. Let's say at 18, I believe you should not start college. If you're pursuing sports, you should not go to college and be still learning. You're wasting your time because you're wasting your timer. You should go to college, already know how to do everything in a beast, and all you need is plays. You don't go to college still trying to learn and shit, how to do cover 3. I play DB. How to do cover 2, how to do man. You don't go there for that. You go there as a beast. Like, you don't need no coach to help you how to do something.
That's not
because
what they're looking for.
You know what I'm saying? Your timer is ticking. As soon as you start and you don't know that type of stuff, you got to come in there ready to ball and excel. Okay. So I say that because you're 18, you're fresh out of high school, right? Bow. You only have so many years before your window is technically, they consider closed, and you lose your value as a player. So fresh 18. I don't know where I was going with fresh 18, but fresh 18. You go to college, but you got to be raw. You got to be raw at college. This is where I was going with it. You can only go to so many other schools, right? But I believe the likelihood of a coach not playing you at the college level because they don't like you is very short. Now, I could see NBA, NFL level because they paid that player $200 million. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the college level, they still trying to win.
Yeah, I guess so. But then it's all a name game at the end of the day now.
But statistically, and if you keep grinding, you're gonna get your shot.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
So you think like a
But-
shark.
but-
Always go forwards.
Yeah.
Like, because that's how sharks go.
But
They
I'm saying
don't go
the
back.
way you think is like it's not a majority. I see what you're saying though.
Can you explain it?
All you're saying is no. This is what I'm saying. People should think you're one. Because we know a lot of me and you. We know a lot of dudes that's supposed to be there. But they kind of went the wrong route, like you said. They probably had bad coaching or had bad guidance to teach them to go here and do this.
Yeah,
go
like
here and do this.
you know what I'm saying?
not
Like
do
for
this.
example, me playing at PHS when my dad he ain't know like this, like you said, it's out of your control. Me playing at PHS when I'm trying to excel as a student athlete, but they ain't getting nobody to colleges.
There shouldn't be no reason you're there.
There's no reason. If you're as a parent, you want your kid to be a student athlete at the collegiate level, why would you put them in a school where there's nobody being an athlete at a collegiate level from that school?
Exactly.
But like we said, that's out of our hands, right?
out of our hands.
So as I grow up and I got older, I went to Laney. Bow. Tore my ACL the first day. Bow. Right? Boom. So now you fucked up. Boom. Okay. So I come back from that injury. Come back, and then COVID happened. Bow. That's still out of my hand. These are unexpected surprises.
Unfortunate luck, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This is still my timer. Just remember, as soon as you turn 18, you got a timer of being an athlete.
Yeah, you got 4 years.
So from there, now I'm messed up. Now my mental get jacked up. This is where it plays into my hands. My mental got jacked up. I wasn't training as I was supposed to because that COVID year, all the gyms was closed. But I still didn't keep it in the backyard. I still didn't, you know what I'm saying? Keep it going. So now my leg health is bad. So then when I go back to Laney, this is still my cards right here. I go to Laney and I don't perform as I am supposed to perform in my head. Because we all got a self-opinion of how we're supposed to do something. So when I already kind of hesitant about it, my self-opinion, and then I go there and then start getting dogged. I start doing bad. Now I'm mentally set back. So basically what I'm saying is from there is like after high school and things of that nature, you can control your own cards. And then from there, I didn't have the mental fortitude. I didn't have the power or the access to those cards. And then I would have to go somewhere else instead of bottling it in, because I bottled everything in, bottled it all in. Instead of telling somebody, instead of telling a parent, instead of telling like them people in my life who were mentors, how do I do this, the difficulties I was going through. I was dealing with like Duratio. Like he wasn't selling nobody. I was just going through. I'm talking about going through it bad, like you know what I'm saying, like bad. Like I was bad, down bad, like really getting dunked on. Your aspirations just shattering in front of you. And I was just dealing with it by myself. I should have told somebody. They would have told me just go to a different school. Like you know what I'm saying. That's not even. And then say if you don't listen to that advice.
Yeah.
So then you being stubborn that you're not even playing that card.
So both of you, so we're still going off of, because you guys both have separate opinions. Do you still have a separate opinion on that? Or she kind of agreed like halfway with your opinion on how life is pretty much either chance or you can control it.
Yeah,
pretty
life
much.
is chance, but like also
You can't control it.
think of like a rebound. Is you're rebounding everything off of everything that life throws at you. Oh, this bad thing happened. Here's what I could do to kind of
See the negative in anything that can be positive, or see the positive in anything that could be negative.
Yeah.
That's ET too. I know that one. But you were saying that. I feel like I fucked you up.
You didn't. I was pretty much done.
Yeah, I was just sitting there thinking too.
Yeah.
So we was talking about social media, and I wanted to ask you, why did you say, what did you like? What did you see that made you not want to get it? Like, what thoughts did you have after you seen it that made you not want to get it?
Oh, that if I got it, then I'm gonna come out the other end worse.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, okay. In what way? Like, because your individualism is gonna get like, get more selfish, or you're gonna start having negative thoughts about it?
Just in terms of like the thought process, because do you guys know what Live Leak is?
No.
Yes.
Yeah.
Of course.
What is that?
Live leak. Everything. You want to see somebody get killed? Then go on live leak.
You want to
You
see
want to
something
see somebody
gory?
commit suicide? You want to see cartel chop somebody's head off and
Yep.
play soccer with it? Go on live leak. I've watched it all.
Yep.
I never heard of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. There are things like that.
But what am I even doing on that site or that Instagram page?
Because random people can send you a link, and if you're an immature kid who doesn't know any better, you're gonna open it.
Bro, my Instagram now, right now, lately, well, a couple of days ago, I was showing Isaac, it was some dudes literally like doing a ritual with like dead people. Like, their
Yeah, your
heads.
Instagram been crazy, bro. And
Yeah.
you ain't trying to change it.
How? What
Bro,
do I
you
do?
just send me Africans eating the dead monkeys, bro. Like,
Okay, that was
eating
funny.
they was eating nastiest
That's what
things
they
ever,
eat.
bro.
That's what they eat. They eat nasty.
Bruh, that stuff, like, but that's the things you're viewing, bro. Like, I have.
What's nasty about that? Bro, that's
You
what
know
they have
monkeys
to,
is
you gotta
damn
think
near
that's
our-
what they have to eat, bro.
Bruh, monkeys is damn near our
All you
cousin,
had to eat.
and that shit looked disgusting.
It did.
Bro,
The
they're
way they
playing
cooked
the
it.
cards that they have.
The simple as that.
they
playing
are.
the cards
They
have.
are. They are playing the cards they have, and I don't like that card, nigga.
Well, I apologize
They got
for
no
saying
choice.
that. That's all they had to eat.
They were unlucky being born there where they got to play them cards.
Yeah. No, I see what you're saying, Gianna. It's very
That's like in the most intense, like very dark, like.
Like, I don't even be over there. That's what I'm saying. Like, I ain't over there.
In terms of like other things that are semi-lighter, it's just I feel like I would constantly find myself in comparison, like, oh, look at this guy and all this stuff that he has.
Oh, so you have that in you, huh?
I'm not. Am I not doing enough? Or
that's a real thing.
yeah.
Oh, so you deal with that? Cause I don't deal with that.
Yeah, as someone who draws and does music and stuff, it's like I will have that just like I need to be better. Why am I number 2 and not number 1? Why this person's art's way better than mine?
You know that seems to happen. It's more common in like artists and things like that. Like comedians, like they don't tell other comedians their jokes because they don't want them to go take it and like things like that. Like it's just like I see what you're saying.
No, that makes sense. What I'm gonna say next is that don't be my mindset at all.
No.
That shit crazy, bruh. That shit is insane. So you would have that comparison thought process. I have a friend.
I feel like I could develop it.
Okay.
And I feel like social media would accelerate that development if I happen to get it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I just choose not to.
Okay.
And I'm not really interested in it either. Because, you know, the whole communication thing, not my jam. I don't like talking to people.
Okay. Okay, that's cool. I'm gonna slide the card over to you, brother. Social media.
Fun.
Okay.
Social media is fun. No, it's okay. It kind of, like Gianna said, we got shit like Lively. Like, my Instagram, don't scroll on my Instagram. You'll be scarred for life.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Yeah,
Like, why
like-
is your
like-
Instagram like that,
I
my
don't
nigga?
know. It's
Not the
the
LeBron
algorithm,
James
bruh.
memes and
Brick
shit.
by brick. You ever see the comments? Brick by brick. I built this, but my shit be crazy, bro. I don't get
Yeah,
it.
I'm spamming the not interested. They won't get none of my attention.
Besides that, I don't use it. I just scroll. I guess it's just I use social media as entertainment, and also
Oh,
it's cool.
brain rot?
No, not even brain rot. I just watch YouTube. Brain rot is more like on TikTok, the same songs over and over again, spam
my
in your head.
God.
I hate that shit. That shit scarred. I hate that shit.
Okay.
But I can watch a whole 2-hour long YouTube video, or 3-hour long. That's not.
Yeah.
Okay.
But besides that, it's pretty cool. Especially getting like us getting to streaming, get over to the Twitch. That shit has been fun. Every time I've touched the stream, it's been pretty fun. Yeah. Talking to people across the world, like Gianna said, talking to people across the world. It's been cool.
All right, so you say it's fun.
Yeah, it's fun.
And it's fun because you have it like, you know what I'm saying, you're
it's
entertained.
fun. I think all of it's fun.
Yeah,
Like,
you're
even if
entertained.
like you don't like, I don't know.
And social media entertains you.
Yeah. Even that lively stuff entertained me for a long
And that's
time.
why it keep popping up on his feed.
I was like 13 when I first started watching that, like easy,
Yeah,
like easy, like 13. Like, you know, World Star was coming out, and people
Yeah.
getting knocked out and stuff. Like, that's
Yeah.
when I started watching all that crazy shit.
I never got into it. I never got into that. Like, personally, I never got into that. Like, oh, I had the Instagram, but I always had my phone taken away too, though. But even then, I never got into that, and we never really shared videos with each other.
No,
though.
it is like
Like, I
that.
don't even think that was like a big thing back
It wasn't.
then.
It wasn't.
Like,
But it was still. I don't know. Where did I like World Star? I guess so. Shaq, I have older
yeah.
brothers.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Shaq showed me
Shaq
World
and Marquise
Star.
and stuff.
Yeah, Shaq showed me World Star, and after that it was over.
Oh yeah, true. I had no older siblings like that. I had older siblings, but there was none like in the house with me and leading the way. Like, hey, look at this, look at this, look at this. Like, you know what I'm saying? But my thoughts on social media, I think it's definitely super powerful. Social media is super powerful. It has the ability to alter how you think. It has the ability to alter how you feel. It has the ability to Yeah, that's it. Change how you think and how you feel. That's a very powerful thing right there.
Really does.
So.
And it's really bad.
What?
It's bad.
Like you just said it was fun.
It's a bad. Well, I said it's fun. Yes. For me, that's a personal thing.
Yeah.
But it's bad because you got kids on social media.
Okay.
Being either groomed or taught certain things. They
Yeah.
seeing all this gang violence,
Yeah.
thinks it's cool.
Yeah.
You got all this, everything.
Yeah.
See all these people with the chains and the money. Probably not even real chains, probably not even real money.
But don't forget, a
they wanna
lot
be
of
the
it
people.
is fake. So you're changing how you think and you feel over something that's not even real.
Mm-hmm. Simple as that. That's what I'm saying. It just gets to the. It's bad that it's in the kids. But I don't think the kids should have social media.
You see in certain countries they banned it
Yeah, it should be.
for like
For
people
sure.
until they hit this age.
For sure, it should be. They shouldn't be. It's like I said, it's literally like grooming them. Like these some kids like should not know the stuff they know.
Listening.
Like on a lot of the things, like it should be banned, but I think it should be a bit of a stricter ban because you can already set your age, be like you have to be 13 here, and like kids are like, cool, I was born in the 1800s.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, I wonder if they do it like that in those other countries. 'Cause that would definitely be like a very easy to get around, work around.
I don't think it's that easy.
Yeah, I wonder.
Over there, you gotta have a VPN.
Yeah.
Okay, you gotta have a VPN.
Yeah.
You think a 13-year-old gonna be knowing like a VPN and
Some, yeah.
okay.
Especially nowadays. Oh yeah. Some.
If someone else shows them, yeah.
Yes, that's all it is.
Someone
The
else.
internet can show you.
Yeah. Asking questions, right? That's what I'm saying. If you don't know, don't keep your problem to yourself.
Yeah.
You're gonna slow down your progress, and it's gonna slow down your progress. You know what I'm saying? Ask, but just be careful who you ask, or they'll set you up. Another thing, so I say powerful, and I say powerful because it control what you think and how you feel. Going about it like that. I also, my personal thoughts besides that, because that's more objective, my subjective thoughts on it is, I think social media is fun too. I think social media is fun, but it's kind of it's a too accessible fun. That's why it's kind of dangerous at the same time. Like, before social media, to have fun like that, you had to link up with friends, call people, or play the game, or like, you know, certain little things you had to do. Now, like, that's not as accessible. Now I could just get on my phone anywhere I go and just having fun, start releasing that dopamine. And for hours, bro, like, it catches me off guard, bro. I be swiping on, I don't even watch the YouTube videos. I spend so much time just scrolling through the little thing and watching the little, not even the reels, just my regular feed, and just watching the first couple, 2-3 minutes of the video, and then keep going, bro, and add to my watch later. Like, you know what I'm saying? I catch myself doing it, or I'll be on Instagram, and I'll be scrolling for hecka long, bro. Like,
No, that's a real
like, it'll consume me. And that's like, that's dangerous.
Yeah.
That right there is dangerous. I said, oh yeah, this is crazy. I had to re-evaluate my actions because I seen how dangerous that was. And people really be on that motherfucker for hours.
Yeah, and they put their kids in front of it too.
Yeah,
To
scrolling.
play and babysit.
And that shit
It's
is
crazy.
crazy. All the images, they're changing your perception, bro. Like, once I understood I control what you think by what you see and hear, it took me to a whole nother level of my manipulation skills, my persuading skills, my influencing skills.
That's what I be saying. He be saying some crazy stuff.
How's that crazy?
You trying to manipulate people?
I mean, it's more so like you could manipulate in a good way too.
Okay.
You see how he flipped it? Flipped the script. He said it's more like
difference between the words manipulate and like persuade.
But they're essentially the same thing.
But
It's
that's
funny
what
how
he
you
said,
said
it's
manipulate
different.
first, because you said both of those, but you.
I mean, take it how she would. Y'all take it how you would. You know what I'm saying? Play my
Yeah.
cards how I play my cards.
You gonna manipulate
Yeah,
you.
your point.
Don't follow him. He gonna manipulate you.
You think so?
No, I was just playing.
I think,
No, it's just the way
to
you
be
said
fair,
it.
if I think about it, like, I'm gonna go in my life, you know what I'm saying, my life experience, and we're gonna point out the manipulate. I ain't never really manipulated anybody, to be honest with you.
Me neither.
Have you manipulated anybody?
Not that I know of.
Hope not.
What does manipulate mean again? It's like you getting them to, I know it's you getting them to do what you want them to do, right? But how you're doing it.
Yeah, I see it more as like you're making a conscious effort to kind of like use them and in a way trick them into doing what you want.
What's the difference between that and persuaded?
I think it's like persuading is more like, I guess, a good thing. I guess usually. I guess.
So it's just connotation?
I guess it's just the way it sounds.
Bullshit.
Sounds terrible.
But that's what I'm saying. That's now I'm manipulative thinking. Okay, now I'm just stop saying manipulate and start persuading.
Yeah,
I'm persuading folks.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying?
You can manipulate people easier if you use the word persuade.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's a manipulative, intentional thought.
That sounds way better.
Like I persuade people.
Say that,
often.
yes.
Like
yes.
it was to persuade you.
Don't say you want to manipulate people.
You know what I'm
Say I'm
saying?
gonna persuade
So-
Learning
Persuade
new
them to
things
do it.
every day.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's what I had to do with the little speech I had about my goals and, you know what I'm saying, relationship wise. I had to switch that whole thought process up. The words I was saying was giving the worst connotation.
I'm telling you, it was terrible.
Yeah, so I switched that whole thing up. What else do I have to say? But going back to the social media, now that has the power to manipulate. I'm gonna say manipulate. And that one, that motherfucker manipulate because it gets you to think what the group thinks easy. Because you're access to a group that you don't normally see. Like, how many people could you even call right now to hang out with? It's not in the hundreds. It's not in the thousands. It's not in the, you know what I'm saying, 100,000s.
It's not even. I was gonna say it's not even in 5 for me.
You know what I'm saying? So now you get in
It's at 0 actually.
100,000. Like, there's so many ways in business, bro. Like, I could get money from people. Like, there's so many ways I can see how they doing it. Like, for instance, I was thinking of a plot where. What you laughing at?
Continue. It's fine.
Just listen to your
All right, listen. So I was thinking of a plot, and this is just the things you do because people don't second guess on social media either. They just falsely believe quickly.
Yes.
Yeah, the first thing it says, oh, we just seen aliens out here in California. I could post that right now.
And regarding what she said too about the fake jewelry, the fake, like the girl who's standing in front of a TV acting like she in the Bahamas.
That's what I said, like new age propaganda. It's like new age propaganda, buddy. New age propaganda.
What did you think about just now?
Yeah, what were you talking
No,
about?
because I see pictures. I see pictures. Like a woman in front of a TV, and they made it look like she was actually there.
I see what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you know what? To be fair, that's probably one of the more clever ones. There are people on social media who sees like an AI image of a cat like flipping burgers, and they're like, "Holy crap!"
You know how easy it is to manipulate an old person?
Yeah, it's actually really sad.
It's really
You know why though too? Because I analyzed that thought. You know why it's so easy to manipulate an old person?
Because
they
the time
have-
of social media.
No, not even that. There's 2 reasons.
Why?
One is either they're lazy or they're like kind of, you know what I'm saying, they lost their brain. They lost their brain. The reason why I say they lazy is because have you ever breathed? So I'm at an age now, right? What you laughing at? Oh, I'm at an age now, right, where I felt it, bruh. Cause listen to this.
Telling your dad you called him old.
No. It has nothing to do with that. It has me being old. I taught my dad. I ain't teach him. I'm in charge of everything technological. So when I try to teach him something technological, he'd be like, bro, I ain't even trying to do that, bro. Just do it. Just
My
do
mom
it.
does the same thing too.
Bro, just do it. Okay, so then, listen to this. Look, I'm bringing it together.
being late.
Twitch. My IG helped me with everything.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, I don't even want to
There's a
do it.
whole
I don't even
other-
want to
yeah.
do it. Like, you got it. But as I'm going through that thought process, I said, oh, this is an old head right here. This is a not trying to revolutionize and get into this world and learn these skills. I'd rather just let him take care of it. And that's why you get scammed.
But you gotta think, when you go 50 years, you're like, okay, your dad he ain't go 50 years without himself. But when you go 50, like, I'm talking about older than your dad. 50 years without a screen on a phone, bro. Like, nigga, you don't wanna
Adaptability
get
is the
into
key
that.
to survivability.
They still survive to 90. 100.
Adaptability is the
You
key
don't
to
have you don't
thriving.
need
I
to
mean, you
survive.
say
You
that,
don't need
but,
to
like,
thrive with a phone.
The thing is, yeah, you could say your dad is just playing his cards. You're
No,
one
he
of
is.
you're one of his cards.
No, he is. No, he is.
Because I ain't gotta learn when I got in.
No, he is. But the caveat, I could scam. That's what we was talking about. We was talking about scamming. No, like on some real stuff. Like if somebody wanted to go bad on them, it's easier because they don't want to know anything. It's easier to scam somebody when they know nothing about it.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? This is your car, for instance. You don't know nothing about cars. They telling you this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong. Where They ain't even.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong. Or the piece they charge you $400 for, actually just 2 screws, and they just pull it out and put it in.
Mm-hmm.
They charge you 3 hours worth of labor.
Yeah.
Because you don't know nothing. So that's what I'm talking about in terms of scamming.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, he may be playing his cards, but that card could backfire too.
Yeah, but
You're
it just
right.
comes with certain things, bro. Like, you don't have to. I think you don't have to learn how to use like social media, or not even social media, just a phone, a computer.
It's.
I know what you mean, because I recently just had to like get on my mom about like when you cross the bridge and stuff, you usually get the toll. You get that notification like, hey, you have to pay this. Mm-hmm. And she actually put in her card information, and the thing is the message for the toll bridge. Mm-hmm. It was all like
email, yeah.
Didn't even send her an email. They sent her a phone text with like a heart, like 3 heart emojis and a kissing face. And she put in her card information. I was like, Mom, what sold you on it? Was it the kissing face that made it just super? You could feel their heart felt that they really needed that for the toll. And I felt so bad because I was being such a sarcastic little jerk, but I helped her nonetheless. And I was like, Mom, you can't keep falling for this.
Yeah, and that's where they get them at. Like, they say they purposely. I don't know if I seen this in a video. Was this in a movie? I can't remember. But they said they purposely dumb the message down because only someone stupid will believe it. So it's like, if they believe this, they already know they got them because they don't even qualify.
Like, they don't have to be stupid, but they're just so naive. They think that like if someone just sends them the message saying, hey, you owe this payment, they're like, oh snap, I guess I do. They don't question it at all. And it's like, anybody can send you a message.
So that's key. Questioning. Keep questioning.
Yeah. Yes.
No, that's literally key. Like, I remember I paid something. I was hot. You definitely question, bro. I learned that lesson. I ain't doing that again, bro. I paid something. I ain't questioned what I was paying. I just paid it.
Yeah, no.
And I paid for something I ain't have to pay for because I paid for it the day before.
Yes.
So I 2-time paid for it. But it's like, you know what I'm saying? I was like, I did the paintball and shit. I said, I'm never doing this. Like, I'm questioning I ain't just putting my card in the slot. Let me just know what I'm paying for.
No, that's real talk.
What else do I got to say about that? So like I was saying, powerful. Social media is powerful because it's able to change how you think. It's able to change how you feel about yourself, about others. Ain't that crazy? Let me point out your opinion on this. You don't use social media, so I'll definitely like to hear your opinion. You are, what's the best way I can say this? You are talking to, let's say you're a celebrity, right? You know how they always do the celebrity, like, oh, this person has unfollowed him. Mm-hmm. You see how, bro, relationships are already complicated. Now you add the social media, right? Say we were friends, and I just unfollow you.
Oh, why this nigga just unfollow me?
Yeah. You know, but you see how that adds another layer to it?
Yeah, no, it does.
I'm glad yep.
Like, it took a relationship to a whole nother level. Like, now you thinking like he don't like me now, huh?
Yeah.
That nigga don't fuck just because I unfollow a click of a button.
Yeah. What if you like accidentally pushed it and you didn't even know?
But then they're thinking like he would have just go to my account randomly.
Yeah.
But he could.
Yeah.
He'd be showing your account to a girl and accidentally pushed it.
Oh, that's all.
Or you could control somebody. Think somebody hacker did that. Or your friend. You have a friend. Let's say Gianna, right? Or say Deratio, right? He got a girlfriend, or I got a girlfriend, and she in my phone when I'm asleep, and purposely sabotaging certain relationships I have.
Oh, that's bad.
That's manipulation.
That's really toxic. That's
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? I can see women do that. And men too. I'm not gonna put on women. Men do that too.
Men will do that too.
But that would start sabotaging a relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like, now you holding some type of disregard for me because I unfollowed you.
Yeah.
You know how crazy that is too?
No, it is crazy.
Like, but I was like, damn, bro, I don't even want to follow people no more.
Is it really that serious?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
It's that serious.
And like, especially if like you know the person. Like if me, like for instance, like he said, me and Jerome, not even
if
like,
we're close enough, he'll ask.
Yeah, if we're close enough.
We're close enough where he'll ask, like, why you unfollow me, bro? Like, that shit weird.
Like, that happened in high school one time. I see you unfollowing me. Some dude.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
You unfollow me. Like,
yeah, bro. Like, we're close enough. We're close enough to act. But there's certain people you just notice, like, but you don't want to bring that conversation up.
Yeah. No, that's real talk.
But, like, it adds a whole other level of relationships.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a whole nother level.
Like, that shit is crazy. So it's like,
Dude. Yeah.
What were you thinking?
Thinking that's crazy. That's complicated.
No.
I already struggle with real life, like, connections and talking to people as is. I cannot imagine. You know what? I can't imagine. I'm not gonna know anyone in real life and social media.
So you're not gonna know anybody in real life?
because she don't have a social media.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you don't have a, like, she gonna consciously stay that way, so there's no need to get out of her body.
Yeah.
One thing I want to ask is, how serious should we take them actions?
I don't think you should take them serious, but also my opinion is invalid.
Now, why do you say that though? Because you may have some gleam information. Why do you say that? Why you say that you shouldn't take someone just unfollowing you on social media serious?
I mean, why do you need to take it serious?
Because they showing they don't rock with you.
Mm-hmm.
How do you know that?
Because they unfollowed you.
But how do you know that's what that means? Like, unless they are specifically going, hey,
Okay,
I
what
don't
you're saying.
like you.
That's what I wanted
Like,
you to
then
say. That's what I
how do you?
That's what I wanted you to say that, because
That's how I am in real life with things like that. Maybe it's a bad thing, but like, unless someone specifically is just like, hey, I don't vibe with you, then like, I don't care. We're chill.
Yeah.
Like, they have to tell me straight up that they do not like me,
Yeah.
now,
which hasn't happened.
But
yeah.
I feel like it's always a reason somebody unfollows somebody.
What if it's fat fingers?
Yeah, it could be that. That's what I'm saying. That's why I don't give a damn if somebody unfollows me. I don't even check.
Mm-hmm.
I really usually don't check. I don't care. But I'll unfollow somebody if they post too much because I don't like seeing your posts all day. Simple as that.
I'll be checking, I ain't gonna lie. I'll be getting hoes. I'll be getting hoes. Let me switch that. Damn, bro, these thoughts is terrible. These words is terrible.
That's terrible.
I've been in a lot of new relationships.
You already said it. You already said it. You should have just ran with it.
I'm not clipping it.
It's too late.
Yeah, bro. What? I've been in a lot of relationships, so I be checking the shit. Like, say if I like show the guys, the girl or something like that, and I go to her follow, see she still follow me.
Yeah, it's a following it.
You know what I'm saying? If they don't follow me, it's a follow back.
Yeah.
Like, I guess we ain't cool no more.
Yeah, simple as that.
But that's you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's a real thing. Or it's like you'll see like a person that you just hung out with, and then you see they're not unfollowing you. They just
Like,
randomly unfollowing you.
Like,
You're
what the heck? Like, bro, I
We
thought we
was
was
just
cool.
hanging out. Yeah, I was just hanging out. I thought it was cool. What happened?
Yeah.
That's what you kids get up to nowadays.
I mean,
What the
I
heck?
was a kid.
But then it's like, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, it gets to the point where it's like,
Yeah,
I don't even want to have that complexity relationship no more. Like, but then it's like, if you don't follow them, you miss out on their life. It's like a dual sword.
I don't really care.
I do, because I'm more social than Duratio.
Yeah, I don't mind missing out. I mean, do you have to know what's going on in their life every single second?
You create a lot from that.
I don't think it's about every single second. I think it's like more like, all right,
Let's say this person starts streaming.
Yeah.
I'm already streaming, but because I don't really talk to this person, call them or nothing, but it's like an associate. It's like you're more in touch with your associate.
for instance, we knew this dude that started making clothes pretty much in high school, pretty much. Now we see that he has 15,000 followers out there. You've seen that you've seen his growth. You watched him grow pretty much
Yeah.
from
do
when
that
he
too.
started. Stuff like that.
And it's
guess
like you're in touch with your associates.
I guess that does make it easier than just like
Hey, how
shooting
you,
them a
yeah,
call or
yeah.
something. But
Especially when that's the only reason. I mean, I guess that's the only real pros of having.
you guys ever hear about parasocial relationships?
No.
I don't know what that is.
That's
What is-
when like, okay, so think rabid fangirls to a celebrity, and that to the point that they're so delusional that they think that they are in a relationship and own this person. I don't like.
I see.
I
what
realize
you're
there's a lot of those. There's a lot of those lately when it comes to social media. Like, who's the oldest peak person that you guys have on your account?
The oldest who?
Say the oldest person that you guys have on your account
Probably
for
his
your
friends and
social media
family.
that like you just haven't really talked to in who knows how long.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Why are they still there?
Oh, so you're saying
Yeah,
basically
yeah.
we're following people who we shouldn't follow.
No, I'm not saying you shouldn't follow them.
I said it's a parasocial relationship.
Not a
even
parasocial relationship.
It's like
It'll turn parasocial. Say it like if you're like looking at their stuff every second
Oh,
of
yeah,
the
no,
day
that's
when
wild.
you're just
That's
also
wild.
not really when
in
you
their
don't,
life.
when you, yeah, you're not in their life. You don't know them, especially like for people who say you've been friends with, say like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
They are not the same person that they were 10 years
So
ago.
you say we should unfollow?
Not unfollow, but maybe don't obsess over what they're posting. Or if you do, maybe send them a text message or something and say, hey, do you want to catch up over coffee? Or...
Yeah, yeah, no, that makes sense. That makes a lot more sense. I see what she's saying.
I don't know. I don't know what
she's saying.
I'm still trying to understand how social media works, so I don't have the best way to talk about it. Sorry.
She's pretty much asking, why do you follow somebody that you don't talk to?
Is that what she's saying?
Pretty much, right? No.
All right, say it again.
I'm sorry.
I kind of understand what you're saying.
Like, that is a part of it, yeah. Yeah. You know what, yeah.
That's what you're
Talk
saying?
to anymore, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
That's what you meant? Yeah.
Hang on.
Jerome,
Hang on.
you ask questions like that.
Nah, because I'm trying to really get to it.
Gosh darn it. All right.
Nah, because she was really saying something, bro. And I feel like you chalked it up too simple. Like, I feel like her thought was more than that.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
No, it
because
was.
she was talking about more so obsessing.
Yeah.
And then you just kind of went on to
I think
My
you
thoughts are an
think
enigma
that
that not
people.
even I
I don't think
understand.
that. I think you kind of heard that, like, we kind of like not really watch these people lives.
I think perhaps I had more than one thought that I didn't execute properly.
all right, we'll try again.
Sure. Okay. So, for the simpler one, yes. Like, I understand staying in
I'm
contact
going to go start following hella people after this.
with family members. Don't do that if you don't want to. But yeah, why do you follow people, like, say you have, like, I don't know, thousands of followers? Do you really need, like, you're following 1,000 people, do you really need to know what's going on in every single one of their lives? Like,
I would say the reason why I follow the people that I follow, I don't
is
I don't have
it a
that many
courtesy?
followers. They're still acquaintances.
Yeah. Okay.
There's big times I'll still probably maybe run into them, say what's up. Like, we're still cool. I'm probably never gonna talk to them again. There'll probably be times I still run into them, maybe say, hey, what's up? How's it going? But that's about it. Sometimes it's pretty cool. Like, maybe
I guess
sometimes
nothing wrong with that. I can understand how it's like a courtesy where, like, if someone follows you, go ahead and follow them back, I guess. Is that a thing? No, that's not a thing.
That
I
is a
don't do
thing.
that.
That is a thing.
If I don't know you, I'm not following you.
Yeah, for some people that they follow you back.
Okay.
Like, if we meet
I assume
up,
that
if
maybe
we
it's like
say
hi and then you wave back.
yeah, say we meet up on person in street and we talking and I follow you. Common courtesy is to follow back.
Yeah, see,
Now it's
that's
different if they just found you on social media and we have no interaction. Now it's not like an obligation to say hi back because I didn't really say hi to you. I'll only say hi back to you if I think you're worth saying hi back to. Let's say a baddie followed the ratio. You know he following back. You know.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So it's like it gets more it gets more like, are you worth it at that point? But let's say in person, even in person, some people don't follow you back. You still may not be worth it. So it's not. I wouldn't say it's a. You would expect them to follow you back in person more than you would if you just followed them on social media. You know what I'm saying? That
I
makes
guess
any
it's
sense?
another form of having contact with that person as well.
It gets
course.
complex. It's like, that's what I'm saying.
it's all
Social
like,
media.
Perhaps
bit
this
more
is a
to
bit
that,
too
yeah.
complex for me to understand.
But you didn't get that?
No, I mean like social media as in general.
No, I mean what I said.
No, I understand.
All right, then what you got to say? Because you're still talking about your parasocial shit. So I'm trying to
The
understand.
parasocial stuff is scary.
Okay, well, let's start that then. Don't go there. Go to the staying in contact with that many people. That's where you stopped at. And you was talking about common courtesy. I want you to finish that thought. I was intrigued.
Yeah, I don't know. Perhaps it's because I'm not a social person and I don't have a whole lot of social ties and networking with people. So I just don't understand what the point is to keeping, like, cool, I have 1,000 people that I follow that I don't talk to. That maybe, as bad as this sounds, like, I'm not too interested in what's going on in their lives.
That makes sense.
Like, I'm not,
Okay.
like, I don't understand.
Yeah.
As bad as that sounds, yeah.
You don't understand like why people do that.
Not particularly. Like,
Like, why you need to follow 1,000 people?
Yeah.
yeah.
Why you need to follow?
Like, do you feel the need to be in their lives?
Not at all.
Like, every day? Or just to see what they're doing?
No.
Like, or are you just waiting for the chance that it seems like they're doing something interesting to
It's
just pop in?
entertainment.
I think it's entertainment as well.
Entertainment.
It's like kind of cool, like
you know, say they post on their story. Really, when they implemented the
that's what I
stories,
watch. Stories is what I
you
usually watch.
see all these people, and then this is because some people compare here too. Then you looking at the highlights. It's a lot of it's entertainment. When you on your story, you refresh it. What's this person doing? What's this person? The voyeurism and the natural voyeurism in humans.
I see. So, okay.
It's
It's like I'm getting
It's
interested
like
in
their
favorite
life.
artists or like music and stuff. Can see. So these are people that you don't know. I'm guessing.
You don't know really
obviously.
well.
Not really. You know them. You
Let's
talk to them.
say for instance,
Guys,
I
don't
bring
have
like my
any
friend.
I don't have that many. I only have like about 300.
That's a lot to her.
Yeah, that's a lot to you. Yeah.
So, say for instance, you know how I brought my friend over here, or we had our friends over here, the Richard and the Maji, right? So we was all talking, and then you
The Richard.
I'm sorry.
yeah. And we was all talking, and we exchanged social medias.
Mm-hmm.
You really don't know that person, but the common courtesy in that right there was to exchange social medias.
Yes, that's
And that's the common courtesy. You just had a whole talk, you know what I'm saying? Like exchange social media. Now you may go, like when you get home and unfollow them if that's what you desire, but usually you
leave
talk, you know what I'm saying? Y'all have an associate now that you're cool.
Yeah.
So after that, as you're living through your life, they may start posting things. So now they post something that you're curious about. So then you swipe up and start talking to them. So then relationships start like that. That's how relationships start too.
I see. Okay.
I mean, I don't use Instagram. Actually, I have used Instagram like that. That's great. But I usually don't use Instagram like that. I usually just see it. I literally like entertainment, like he said. I don't know. I just see.
But that's how associate for
Yeah.
me at least would get to cause I swipe up, I be talking, hey, like you know what I'm saying, that's saucy as hell, like bro, that's a good quote, or you know what I'm saying, you look good, or you know what I'm saying, whatever it is I gotta say. That food look cool.
Things
Okay.
like that.
I see.
So what's your thoughts about it now?
I can understand why. So
And if they know somebody, then they may follow you, and then you know they follow them, but you seen them around, so you just follow back. But that's how shit works.
okay.
And then it starts tying to things like we started the podcast. A lot of the first people that were following were people that were already following our main accounts.
Uh-huh.
You know, it's things like that. Like even though like there's people that we don't ever talk to. I mean, me personally.
Yeah, like
and
you know,
they'll follow
we just
and
said
show
we probably
support.
just did a
stuff like that.
handshake,
Yeah,
or said
literally.
hi. You
And
know, we don't know them at
and
all.
show support. Yeah, things like that. It just ties into a whole. It's yeah.
I see. Perhaps I am the one who is truly individualist.
No,
You guys
No,
have
I
you
would
guys
just
have a
say-
sense of community.
no, we do.
Yeah.
So maybe social media really is more community than individualism.
Depends on how you use it.
I think because some people are just ghosts. They don't swipe up or talk to nobody.
And some people only follow like celebrities, see what the celebrities are doing, and see other celebrities. You know. all
Yeah.
the celebrities.
And that's where I know the term for parasocial stuff
Yeah, I
is
see.
mainly in regards to celebrities. It can border on stalking when it comes to
Oh yeah.
other
Yeah,
people.
no,
I barely
we don't-
follow celebrity.
No,
If
we
I follow
don't.
celebrity, it's like because it's my favorite artist and I
Yeah,
like
nah, we don't,
Yeah.
we don't do that. But like I said, social media is powerful
very.
because once you know these things, like how we explained it, you can start persuading people by using certain actions that you are able to on social media. You know what I'm saying? You could portray certain things.
You can also start a life on social media. It's that powerful.
You could start a life. You could,
A career, I
Yeah.
could say, not a life. A
yeah.
career.
Yes, it wasn't a career like 30 years ago, but
Yeah.
now it's like probably one of the most prominent ones.
Yeah, like influencer.
Mhm.
And that is real life, and that's real life. That's how it is. That's the life we're living right now. So going back to what you think, do you think having that many following? Do you think following that many people is a plus the ratio?
It's not a plus or a minus to my life.
Okay.
I don't need social media.
Now, one thing I dislike is how social media complicates relationships further. I hate that shit. Like dealing with that whole unfollow shit.
I wouldn't even like.
That shit lame as
I don't deal
hell.
with that. I don't deal with that.
Like, that shit lame as hell. Or if they don't follow you back. Like, you had a great ass conversation and they don't follow you back.
That's different. Yeah.
Like,
Because
that
that's,
shit
that's because
lame
you're using
as
it as
hell.
a main source of social.
What you
Just
say?
get their phone number. Simple as that. If you gonna trip off of that, them not following you back, just get the phone number.
Mm-hmm.
They can't not get your phone
Yeah,
number.
I
You,
feel like
they
it's
give you a
very-
fake phone number. You can be mad about that. There you go. But you can.
Mhm.
Seems like it's easy to jump to
Conclusions. Yeah, hella easy.
Yeah.
Cause I had, you know what I'm saying. I talked to people who didn't follow, and then kept it cordial and shit. Then you know what I'm saying, like, oh, do.
Yeah.
It's weird. It makes shit weird. It's easy to make shit weird off social media.
Yeah.
It makes shit weird. Like, I don't know, but then you could probably say your social media just wasn't up to par to what that person wanted to deal with.
Yeah, simple as that. Like I
Yeah,
said, some
it's like,
people
I
post
wouldn't
too
take
much.
it offensive. It's just not what they want in their algorithm,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Because following people changes your algorithm.
Nah, you think it's too analytical.
No, I don't think so.
Nah, it's more relationship wise.
Yeah, but
Like,
like I
you're
said,
not
like,
worthy of
some
that.
people post too much, and I'm just like, I don't want to see that. Like, there's this one of my cousins. He had 1,000 posts and 1,000 followers. Why you have that many? Like, 1,000
One
posts.
post for every
you must
follower.
post like a day, like once a day at least. Like to have 1,000 posts, like that's a lot.
It's
That's
for every
3
follower.
years.
He goes,
That's
this one's
3.
for you.
Yeah,
and
that's
this
3
one's
years
for
of
you.
posting like one day straight.
Yeah.
I don't want to see that. You know?
Yeah,
Like, so I was just like, I can't.
I'm mute.
yeah, I can't.
Yeah,
What
I'm
people
mute.
do on Snapchat too is to like their streaks.
I
Yeah.
don't know.
You
Well,
hella out the way.
Streaks,
That's crazy.
Streaks was like years ago, but Streaks was
They
more
still
just
do
like.
that shit, bruh.
Do they?
I had
That's
a
just
girl do that shit, bruh. That shit's
Really?
crazy
it's just
to me,
random.
bruh.
Like you just take a picture just to keep the streak going.
See,
for
that was the
days.
last time I think I kept up with social media.
Oh yeah.
That shit.
I didn't have
lame
it,
as
but
hell.
I knew it was a thing.
Yeah.
That shit lame as hell. But basically, what I'm thinking now they'll throw it to is the complexity that it adds ain't worth that shit, bro. I ain't even gonna lie to you. You gotta down there play your cards right, and
It's too complicated.
Stay off of social media.
I'm-
There's no point in
I'm
getting
gonna.
on.
There's
If you're not on social media right now, it ain't no point. in
nah,
getting
there's a point. There's
Unless
a
you're
point.
trying
No,
to
no,
start
no, 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 no.
Let me hear it.
Don't listen to him.
I like
No,
my
listen,
life
You
simple.
should get on social media, right?
to learn.
No,
Yes.
no.
Yes.
No,
YouTube.
you say no. Listen. You saying there's no point to get on social media, right?
Mhm.
She get on She already on YouTube, my nigga.
Hold on.
She already
I was
on
gonna
YouTube.
say that. I was gonna say, hold on. Don't get on social media unless it's YouTube.
No,
That's
not even
what
that.
I'm
Not even
saying.
that. She already on YouTube, my nigga.
Uh-huh.
So she already got the scrolling type shit.
Uh-huh.
So second, there's no issue of being on social media if you just control who you follow and who you unfollow. Say you only follow the people close to you. Say you follow the ratio. Say you leave, you go back to another state. You follow the ratio. So now you're able to see what your cousin is doing when he posts on his social media.
I understand that for family.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you control who you follow.
Yeah. That's what I mean. That's pretty much what I have 300 something followers, but I pretty much know all those people or it's stuff that I want to see daily.
That's a lot of people.
Yeah.
Like I understand following family, but like I'm not gonna follow my coworkers.
Yeah, you know that's what I'm saying. You control
Yeah,
who
you
you
control.
follow. It's you good.
Yeah, that's on you. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
That's up to
Like,
you on that
good,
part. Yeah,
yeah,
that's
you
up to
good. Like you don't
on that
have to
part.
like, I don't have social media. You can just say I don't
What
have
if
social
they
media.
find me and want to follow me? And
No,
then
you
would
don't have
I?
to let them follow. You have a private account.
Okay, would that cause issues in my real life though if I don't follow them? 'Cause
Yeah, they'll ask.
Really?
Bruh, if you rocking with you, like, you know what I'm saying, they'll feel kind of off-put. It's like telling somebody they an associate.
Nah. I
Like-
wouldn't even say that. Me and Devontae didn't follow each other, bro, for hella long.
Devontae don't have an Instagram.
Hey, no, yes he did. He had Clout Daddy.
That was Devontae? That wasn't a real account.
Like, that was his account though. That's what I'm saying.
But that wasn't a real
Mike
account.
has an Instagram,
That's not a real account.
but
Them is ghost pages, my
But
nigga.
he does it. He scrolls on shit. He does to send shit.
Bruh,
to each
that's
other. You don't
that's
have
the
to-
lame shit, bruh. It only count if they got like pictures and they actively using it. If they don't use the shit, like they
That
just
nigga uses it.
Bruh, that's.
He don't post on it.
I was wondering who that was, bro. I unfollowed that account. Who the fuck is Clout Daddy, bro? I didn't know who that was, bro.
That was back in the day.
I didn't know who that was, bro.
Yeah, no.
I ain't know who, but them accounts, they don't count on because I talked to them so much in person, bro.
Yeah.
Like I
No,
don't fuck with you.
that's what I'm saying. That's why I say like,
I don't
social
give a fuck
media
about
don't
that.
matter. Like I did not follow. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Bro, we talk so, and I know he didn't really use it.
That's what I'm saying.
Like you actually use it, like you know what I'm saying? Bro, you post on your story off, or you used to when you was walking the dogs. You don't really walk the dogs, I don't think. But that nigga said every time he walked the dogs, smoking, walking the dogs. Like, you know what I'm saying? Walking the dogs every time. Or smoking with some NBA Youngboy on. Like, he always used the story. I don't know. Why'd you do it? Was you, like, getting something for next? I don't really post or nothing. Or you wanted, like, you want people to see what you was on?
I was just chilling. I was high. High thoughts, bro. High stuff.
Oh, okay.
You want people to see what you're doing.
Oh, okay. You want people to see what you're doing?
Yeah.
That's smart.
Or a certain person or a certain people. Usually females.
Yeah. Nah, I think putting your shit out there is smart. Because you never know what they got going on, too. That's what I'm saying. It also works in that sense because you don't know what they got going on. So let's say you are into little drawing and you go into art shit and you only doing it by yourself.
Mm-hmm. You
post it on social media. Now you're creating a community who do the art too because they're going to swipe up, ask you about it.
If you want people to do art with
that,
and stuff like that.
That is the cool parts of social media.
Yeah, so there's cool parts. It's just, I ain't like how, there's cool parts about it.
There's bad and good parts.
Yeah, the bad parts are for me. We've talked a lot on this topic and it's pretty interesting to me. The brain rot scrolling, that gets me. I got to stop that shit. I'll sit in bed for an hour just scrolling. That's not good. And the complexity it adds to relationships.
Yeah.
In the beginning stages ain't cool. Or like and relationships, like, you don't really know them that much.
And the stuff that it shows the kids, bro. Them the three cons, like for real.
I mean, but you know what I'm saying? We ain't talking about no
That's
kids
control.
here.
Yeah,
we're not talking about no kids here.
Yeah.
Also, if you're not smart, you can control what you think and how you feel. Because you can control how you feel because you're comparing yourself to others and comparing, like they're getting things that you're not, so it must make you feel less worthy. So there's a lot of less worthiness getting felt from people. Control what you think by it's making you think a certain thing is, you're adding, social media adds connotation to things that if you didn't have social media, it wouldn't get that connotation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you gotta be careful.
Sometimes they just straight up lie.
Yeah, you know.
Sometimes it's just straight up lie.
Yeah,
like there's on social media, there's a lot that I've noted before seeing.
But they're using the same.
A lot of it's not real.
Yeah, no, it's the same as like a newspaper or something.
Yeah, it's do the research.
Like whether it's AI in terms of art and music or just straight up like hocus pocus. I've magically enhanced my body or things like that, and so like that's or green screened where I am right now.
Yeah, it doesn't make it's social media.
But there's certain things, you know what I'm saying? There's certain cards you play, like I said, it's like, but
a lot of it is just look at me, see what I have.
You know, it is. No, it is, and people like that. It's like we naturally like to hear other people's dramas.
We do.
We
We're
naturally,
human beings.
you know what I'm saying? Like that's why the Housewives is such a thing. Like Aaron the
Yeah.
Plumber is such a thing. Like we naturally gravitate towards entertainment and social media entertainment, my nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Social media is entertainment, so I would say get it because you're being left out at this point.
I think I would rather be left out. I don't have FOMO. I don't mind being left out.
I know. You good. You good then. You good
I recommend you stay off.
I mean, but there's certain things you could get, but like she said, she don't trip. But there's like certain networks you could access, tap into because of social media. There's certain, you know what I'm saying, certain places you could get access to because that's how important it is to real life now. Like there's certain places you could be just because of a certain following you have. That if you don't even have that shit, unless you already have a built up name.
If you have the charisma and the presence to do so.
Well, I'm just pointing out because I know you won't. I'm not even trying to convince you no more. You off.
Yeah,
she
I'm
gone.
off.
Yeah,
No.
She off the grid. I'm talking about more so like the impact social media is having on real life besides like relationship wise.
For sure.
Like,
Whether
you know
or
what
not
I'm
we
saying?
like it, it's happening.
It's,
and
yeah,
it's
you know
coming
it's
even
there.
harder and stronger.
Yeah, it's like you the truck driver that say no to the AI truck driver instead of like moving with it.
Yeah, no, it's It's happening for sure.
And it's gonna keep getting more and more and more. You're the people that be in them not you the people like that, but like you just like the like you know what I'm saying? Like you going against the grain.
It seems complicated. I want a simple and humble life. That's it.
Yeah, old head.
Yes.
Old head.
I do not dream
That's
of
the
grandeur. I do not dream of luxury. Just leave me alone in my
I
solitude.
I dream of the luxury, but I dream of the luxury by myself.
Yeah. Weirdo.
Luxury
No,
brings
sorry.
drama,
I ain't
and I
showing
don't
it
want
to
it.
nobody. Just keep
Nah, the key is I've been thinking about that too. Like being rich. Like I don't want to appear rich,
it.
but it's gonna be hard not to.
No, I do want to appear rich, actually.
No, because there's certain things that people get. They think that it's certain like what's the best way I can say this? Like because they know you haven't, they think it's okay for them to say certain things or ask certain things of you.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
That shit don't be cool.
They treat you a different way.
Yes.
I think you
What
get
you
treated
finna
better,
say?
actually.
It's something that we had very briefly talked about at the house before. Is how I think it's better to simply act like a fool than show like your true skill set, because then people are gonna constantly be trying to take advantage of.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd rather people think that I'm stupid.
Yeah, yeah.
Not saying that I'm smart,
But not all people are there to take advantage of you.
not all, but
Yeah. But there is a higher chance they are
a
trying
higher
to take
chance, and not to mention just so many people feel entitled to your skill set. Like, oh, she knows how to do this, so
Uh-huh.
can you? And I'd rather have people think that I just can't than say no. I struggle to say no more than I do
We have the same
anything
issue.
else.
We have the same issue.
Yeah, nah, I don't struggle to say no. I learned I learned to put myself first.
No,
Like-
a few times I've said no were just not pretty, and I just don't want to do that again.
Oh yeah, nah, I say no. I don't care how unpretty it gets.
Yes, you put your foot down and people get mad about that.
Yeah, then, but Frederick Douglass, my quote book is closed, y'all, so I won't be able to produce it as accurate. But Frederick Douglass was like, tyrants.
It's getting hot.
Yeah, it is. He put the ski mask on. Damn, bro, that's such a good quote for this. I'm gonna use Martin Luther King because it's easier.
What's it?
Someone can only ride you. No.
I know it.
Someone can only ride you as long as your back is bent. They can't ride you if you stand straight up. I paraphrased it, but that's along the words. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you said no that one time and they broke you back down, now you don't want to say no, they're going to keep riding you.
Hey, they can't ride you if they think you're incompetent.
But that's a workaround, you know what I'm saying? That's your workaround.
Yep.
That's your workaround. That's your workaround. That's your
Saying no
workaround.
workaround?
But then don't be upset when people, like, you know what I'm saying, start tripping off of you. Like, in the sense of, like, here's why I say this. You doing it for peace, just know that there's certain caveats that come with that.
Like what?
Like what?
I'm trying to think of something, bro. I'm trying to think of something. So it must not be that many if it's taking me this
Yeah,
hard.
it's not much. I think it's best to just hide it. If you don't want to, to be used.
I don't know. I guess
Your
I'm
beard
more of
makes you
a
look like you have like a giga chin.
yeah. I'm more of a, like a
Chin.
people person. I guess. I don't know. Like I don't know. I put it out. You know what I'm saying? He boy, dude. He's just high value. It's hard to hide high value. I'm gonna just keep it 100. Like, cause to get money, you have to be in certain areas. Like, you gotta show your skill set.
Yeah.
Like, it's kind of tough unless you wear a mask like how you doing now, and then, like, you know what I'm saying, have a hat on, things of that nature. But it'd be kind of tough. Like, they see you doing this type of things, and then you have to post on your social media, so they know you're doing this. So now, to get money, you have to. So you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta be in the know. When there's certain like service skills, you have to be in the know.
You know what? That's something that what you had said before about, like, based on, say, how many followers and social media and stuff. Something that I've noted that really annoys me is that you could have the skill set needed, but they won't look
Yeah.
at you if you don't have
the
high
costume.
number, the high follower count.
Yeah, that's tough.
And it's like, why?
Yeah.
I know I'm qualified
But
for
that's
this.
but that's the same thing with the football. That's playing your cards right. Like, you could be on a losing team, but going great, dropping 40. you won't get MVP. You could be putting average 60 a game, or not. Let's not say 60.
Yeah,
Let's play like you average 30 a game, which is a lot. But your team is the worst. They won't give you MVP. But yeah, they won't give you MVP because of your situation, who you around. Like you gotta be in a winning situation for them to even recognize you. That's just how humans are. They don't, you know what I'm saying?
Boo.
Yeah, wah wah wah. I'm saying cry as much as you want. That's just how it is. Remember how you said it? You said it. How you spoke about your little play, not your play, your presentation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that makes like how you present it makes a big difference.
It just sucks when everything is just so first glance. Just a first glance, and then that just determines everything.
That's kind of how everything is.
No, but that's how it's been. That's how it's been.
Yeah, no, when you think about it, you're not gonna order off a random website before you order off Amazon, and they're the same price, same thing. You're like,
Amazon more credible.
Amazon is right there.
Amazon more. Well, basically what it is this. I like to use quotes in reverse to grab the true meaning of how humans are. This is basically what you're speaking on. Is basically this. Don't judge a book by its cover. The reason why that is a piece of advice because so many people judge books by the cover. So knowing that, you must make your cover the best it can.
But how can you make it the best it can without the numbers?
What you mean the numbers?
See how she said they could go to the page and they see you only have 5 followers maybe, but she's probably making the best art possible. Even if she's selling it on her page, but she only has 5 followers.
Association. Who she associated with? Bots. And association, bots. Them is like, you know what I'm saying? Them the easiest ways.
Some resources.
And you know what I'm saying? So there's ways to get around that, but it's gonna take a little resources and things of that nature. Yeah. But that's what resources do. It gets you makes things go quicker. So I say money's a superpower.
Yeah, it would be nice to have money. Gosh darn it.
Yeah, because the genuine route take longer.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, like you know what I'm saying? So, but that's knowing that. But that's why I that's why I always like to look at quotes in opposite because it gives me how people are regularly moving. If that make any sense? Like, there's the only reason why this is a piece of advice because people don't follow it. But y'all got anything to say? I think how long we talked? How long was this podcast?
I don't know.
Over an hour and 30 minutes.
It was over.
I believe so.
You think so?
About it. Almost around there.
I don't know, but I think that's it. I don't want to drop another topic. Drake just seemed like he out of it. I ain't gonna lie to you. This nigga moving around, acting like a kid. Bro, you done put the mask on, pull the mask up, grab the dog. He done sat back.
I thought about doing that before we even started the show.
We did. We were just all like, would it be crazy if we both showed up? And
I was thinking about the Ray J, with the hat.
Right,
Every different scenes popping up.
Well, it looked like he was tapping out, bro. He was what's it calling it? He was he had his ADHD started kicking in. You can't sit and talk for a long time.
We talked about that before we came here too. That's crazy.
What you mean by that?
Gianna was talking about how she thinks she got ADHD or anything.
Yeah, it's when you went to go get the battery. I was just
Oh,
like,
that
man.
was it. Yeah.
But it feels like how we talk when you work. This is how I talk. Or me and Gianna at least. Do you feel like the camera and things of that nature?
No.
That's what I'm saying. Like you just feel like how we talk that's what I was telling you. It was like
fighting intrusive thoughts
to get in the pool. It's hella cold though. Yeah, you tripping. You tripping.
Crazy intrusive thoughts.
Yeah,
intrusive thoughts, fragmented thoughts coming out into word vomit.
Now, do y'all want to do another topic? Or are you done?
Doesn't matter.
Because I have one I actually want to talk about. I even tell you how my week was, bruh. Did you say I didn't say how my week was, bro. My week was crazy this week, bro.
So sorry that we didn't ask.
Yeah, bruh. My shit was crazy this week, bruh.
Tell us about it.
It was...
I'm interviewing now.
Yeah, okay. It was, my week was... What's the best way to say this? It was long. It was so long. Why was it long, Jerome? One, because my weeks is usually judged on a weekly scale because of the podcast. Last week's podcast we shot on Wednesday. Today is Sunday. So it feels like it's been more than a week because of that. Right? Now, that's number one. Number two is the amount of juggling that fucking sale. It's the sale, bro.
The sale
oh
was
my
crazy.
god, I cannot move how I'm normally moving because of the sale. I'm waking up. That's the same. Literally everything repeated the last sale. We're just more prepared. The last sale, the same feeling was here. Like you gotta, the orders that's just over your head.
That's how I felt last week because it was going from work to work.
Yeah.
From work there and then coming to work on the sale.
Yeah.
And then I know, like, I only do one part of it. You do, like, the shipping and the packing and all that.
Mhm.
It's a whole lot.
Yeah. That shit. What? And it's just like, you don't get, like, nothing. I get nothing from it. So it's like, kind of like, I'm doing all this work. God damn. That's how it feels. So it's like, oh my God, I gotta, like, it's literally over your head. So it makes it feel a lot more intense. And then if I don't have that luxury of moving how I want to move, because you gotta lock in, you know what I'm saying? Then it's the
Just
lock.
about to say is you gotta lock in.
Yeah, you gotta lock
for
in.
weeks like that.
Yeah, you gotta lock in and then knock it down. And sometimes I would notice because some products won't be made, so then I have to stop and I have to wait. But the sale is still over my head. Like, you know, I'm still worried about like these orders getting sent out. You know what I'm saying? While still doing everything else, so it was like a lot. What you gotta say?
It's work related.
Kinda
For
talked
later.
about that in Cleveland too. Like
Oh,
having
yeah.
adding more to that full bucket you got already.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it gets very, it's gonna come with more sacrifice, and I'm not trying to sacrifice more than what I'm already sacrificing. That's all it is, like, you know, like, the sale will have to call for cutting the streams down, because I will have to do it at 5 in the morning, or not that, or it's gonna sacrifice me going to the gym, because I had to do this, sacrifice me, something gonna have to sacrifice.
Yeah.
If I want to get it done as fast as I can, you know what I'm saying? Like either the podcast gonna sacrifice because I'm not gonna be able to edit the videos because I'm focusing so much on the stream, on the sales.
There's always gonna be sacrifices.
You know what I'm saying? That shit ass. All right, so we are going to talk about now quieting your brain. Talk about it. I want you to like put those words. I'm doing note cards. Next podcast, I'm having note cards of these topics written, so I can just hand it to them and just say, what does them words make you think about? So,
ADHD. You talking like in a sense for ADHD?
that's
The
how you want to take
the
it.
voices or schizophrenia.
That's what that makes you think about.
The voices don't stop.
Okay.
Or intrusive thoughts all
Okay.
the time. Or a lot of things, but I'm pretty sure that's probably not what you meant.
I take it how you want. That's how I wrote it down. I want to hear how you take it.
You probably meant quieting the brain and like dimming your talent sense, or I don't know.
I don't know how he meant to.
Yeah, nah. So we want to talk about yours first. You say when you heard the words quiet your brain, it made you think of all the
ADHD.
disorders.
Yeah.
All the mental disorders.
Not all the mental disorders, but for a
You
lot
named
of
like-
things where like,
You name what you name? Schizophrenic, intrusive thoughts, ADHD.
yeah.
Okay, so 3.
A lot of both schizophrenia and ADHD is like intrusive thoughts. Well,
Okay.
schizophrenia is like you're seeing and hearing things that aren't there.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's unfortunate. Whoa, hold on. Let's examine this whole thought. Why did that come up? Why did you think that when you read them words?
You said quiet the brain.
You know what I'm saying? Why did you think that though?
When you have
Because
an
if I had people in my head that weren't really there, I'd really want my brain to be quiet.
Oh, see, I don't even have that. I don't even have that
I didn't think
exposure.
schizophrenia.
You know what I'm saying? I don't have an exposure to that knowledge or to that experience of somebody who's dealing with that. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know what that looks like. I didn't watch that movie Split. Like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't watched none of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even know what that looks like, bro. Like, so it's like I would never even think of that when I think of it in words. So it's crazy. So now I gotta ask you: have you been exposed to schizophrenic behavior, just people around you, or is it all movie and?
Schizophrenic behavior? Maybe.
That was a devious laugh. You see
Yeah,
that
what
laugh?
was
On
that?
it?
Yeah,
He
what's
looked
that?
like a
Maybe.
devious person. This nigga like he looked like a motherfucking cartoon character right now. A cartoon character got a white ski mask. Who has a white ski mask, my nigga? It's a white ski mask. You wear a ski mask to be unnoticed.
It was me.
But all right,
Cancel Robin Antarctica.
yeah, like come on, man. All right, but keep going.
But I don't know anyone who's been diagnosed with any of that. But some of the behaviors and things are just very much like, oh, okay, something's not normal here.
It said it couldn't hear us. Your phone died too.
No, it's still going. Hour 22.
Okay, alright, go.
But yeah, I've dealt with people who have displayed certain behaviors and said things where it's just like, I am slightly concerned, you should probably go to the doctor. On more than one occasion with other different people.
How does that make you feel?
What do you mean?
Like, how does it make you feel knowing that, and then sometimes they won't listen to it? How does it make you feel being around people who display those signs?
Oh man, before it used to bother me. It would bother me a lot. Like, oh man, why? If only you would listen to me, things would probably be better. But like, also, what do I know? Now that I get older, I think, what do I know? And I'm not. Like, it's more like it's in their hands. Listen if you want to. If not, then like, I don't know. F it, we ball.
That's the best way to take it. You gave your advice. If they want to take it and do something with it, that's on them.
Yeah, and if not, then I don't care.
Okay. So as you have grown up, you have lessened your attachment to other people's behavior and
to
actions.
A lot of things, yeah. As I've gotten older, I just stopped caring about a lot of things.
How has that made life for you?
Easier, simpler, not in my feels as much.
Okay. Would you recommend that to others who are watching this? To lose the attachment to others' actions and behavior, and trying to like get them to listen.
Yeah. I'd say you don't have to go the full disassociation route that like I'm kind of in right now.
Oh wow.
But I would say don't hold on to it so hard. Like you could be like, hey, maybe don't do this, or I really don't like if you do that. And then if they don't listen, let it go and make a mental note about it.
So you didn't, back then, you wasn't letting it go. You was staying on it. Like you was wrapped up in their actions. You was wrapped up in another person, how they living.
Yeah, I was. Mainly because it also, again, perhaps I'm the selfish individualist, but mainly because it was also affecting me, my life, and the lives of others that I cared about. So of course I'm going to be like, hey, don't like that. Maybe you should stop that. But now it's just like, I don't care. I'm tired.
Ooh, I'm tired. That was a key point. Burned out. I experienced that too. I have the exact same response as her. Like, regarding that, I have the exact same response, and it's because of the I'm tired. Like, I guess that's why you like. You just get tired of it. Like, you get tired of being that fire or the voice for that person, and then they just keep declining it.
Yeah.
Like, that's a real thing though. Like, that tired. That's crazy because I have the same, like, you tired of that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I can't keep being this for you. That shit crazy. That shit crazy to me. That shit is insane. I'm surprised you had that thought. Dorisha, how you feel about her words?
I agree 100%.
Explain your thoughts.
Well, I'm a little bit less, because I've never had the issue, like her issue, like she said, she'll say something. I don't get to the point where I get tired. I'm going to say it once, and if it ain't changed, it ain't changed. It is what it is at the end of the day. Simple as that.
So you already have a dissociation.
I'm already tired.
That nigga selfish.
No.
We was selfless.
I'm the complete opposite of selfish.
He is very much so.
But why you talk like that then? How are you able to talk like that and still be selfless?
If you're not going to listen to me, I'm selfless in other ways. I'm selfless in a way if somebody needs something, or if I see they need something, I'm going to help them in that way.
Yes, I don't think that's constantly going like, hey, is selfless.
Yeah.
And I don't think you're selfish at all.
I don't like pushing people, I guess.
I
I don't like being pushed either. I mean, I guess it could be an issue, but I just don't like it. Simple as that.
Yes, I'm selfish because I only push if me or the ones that I care about are being affected, then it's like, okay, what you're doing is messing us up. So
You gotta cut that.
yeah, you need to stop that.
Oh, okay, so you wouldn't do it.
It's like I would like.
Let's say you have a friend. Let's say your sister. You see, she wants to do something not productive, but like something she's passionate about. You wouldn't push her.
These are two different things. Of course, I'm gonna push her in the positive sense.
Okay.
And
But why is it two different things?
Because there's a difference between pushing her, like what I'm talking about is more so, like, hey, maybe don't spend our last $30 on something that isn't necessity.
But I feel like that's still
food.
pushing. You're pushing them to do right.
Yes, pushing on them to do right in that sense.
Yeah.
Or pushing on them to not do wrong.
Yeah.
There's a difference on telling someone to not do wrong and then supporting someone doing right.
No, I'm talking about not do wrong. Like, say that's her passion, but then she kind of side rolling and doing this.
Yeah, I'd maybe advise her to not forget about her passion completely. Because who knows, maybe she's got a side rail to catch up on life or make money and stuff. But just to not, like, don't drop it. Don't drop what she's passionate about. Like, she's also getting into drawing and stuff. Don't let that go. I know you're tired and work's crazy and you need to make a lot of money, but don't forget that. Don't forget about that. Put a pin in it and come back to it later.
What you was saying?
Nothing. I was just saying. I see what you're saying.
Say it, because she got it?
No, she 100% got it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like it's like they need that fire put back into them. Simple as that. They need that little push. Like, hey, you should hop back into. For instance, my little sister.
Yeah.
You should hop back into softball. You know, you're so good at that. I see what you're saying. Give them a little push.
Yeah.
It might make them want to do it.
Yeah.
But me personally, I'll give them that one little push. Hey, you should, play.
And that's where the difference was. I kept pushing.
I'm not going.
Yeah, I kept pushing.
Like this. Because me personally, you tell me once, like I heard you. You don't have to keep telling me because that shit. I guess that's kind of how I grew up. My dad.
Yeah.
Telling me, pushing this thing, do this, over and over and over. That shit it pushed me to a limit where it's like, bro, I don't want to hear that, bro. Like, I don't want to hear that.
That's why I say know your personnel. Because some people, they need that. They need someone behind them with the fire. Because some people thrive off the negative. You can't do that. Like I learned with my mother, the best way to get her to do something is to doubt her ability to do it. Like, simple as that. Know your personnel. Like, say you ain't gonna do that.
Yeah.
Nope, you not. I don't believe you. Nope, I don't even believe you.
Reverse psychology.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all persuading at the end of the day, but knowing your personnel. Like, so for her, I do it like that. My dad, he has to get, like, pushed. Like, oh my, what are you, like, come on, bro. Like, you gotta get on him. Like how you, like, say your dad was getting on you? You gotta get on him, probably because he didn't have that father figure. You know what I'm saying?
He said, he always needed this. I'm like, bro, but that's not what I want. That's probably that's not what I need.
When it comes to that.
Yeah.
He's pretty intense.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying, knowing your personnel too at that point. But also, if we're more so talking about when they don't listen, how long are you going to be persistent in trying to get them to do right? That's what I'm more so focusing on.
It depends on the situation.
Do it depend on the situation?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
For instance, like, I have a family member that's on drugs. I'm not going to stop telling her to stop doing this or try to push her in the right way. Why would I ever stop doing that? I don't want to see her do right. You know what I'm saying? But some things, like, she still don't want to do, but that's just something that, it just, like I said, depends on the situation. Like, when it comes to, like, sports, I guess, like, it's still really important, but I'm not going to just keep pushing. Maybe she don't want to do it. Maybe she has a reason why she don't want to do it. Somebody on the team don't like her or something.
A big passion killer, too. If someone's constantly, like, say you're already very burnt out, and then someone is just constantly over your shoulder barking at you. Why aren't you doing this? You got to do this, do this, do this. Come on. Pick up the pencil and start drawing. Like, that was a big reason why I had stopped drawing for a very long time, was because I like to draw, and then suddenly I had a bunch of vultures over my shoulder saying, well, you can make money off of that. Do it this way, do it this way. And it's like, okay, we'll get there when we get there, but please stop telling me to draw a whole bunch of things every single day, to go out on the street and start handing them to people, trying to get them to pay me. For now, it's just like, I see the business opportunity, I see that, but that's
not what I'm
not
here
right
for
now.
right now.
And you know why they do that? It's I brought this ET again. Eric Thomas, he said, desperation changes people. When they are desperate for finances, they start doing things that, like, for instance, in his position, they started treating you like, not like that, but
Yeah.
like as a bank.
Yes, that's part of the reason why I prefer to hide my skill set now, is because when people know what you can do, you become very profitable.
Yeah, but that's what desperation too, though. When they have it, they ain't really tripping off of that. Like, they'll tell you the opportunity there, they ain't gonna be harping on you about it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I think about it. Now you may think different.
I know that it's a passion killer for me when people are when the dollar signs form in their eyes as soon as they see what you can do. And it's just like, I don't want to do it.
But then they trying to
anymore.
take advantage of you too.
It shouldn't even be forming in your eyes. First off, it's me.
Yeah.
No,
like,
but it's different though too. Let's say they just took it too far.
I know, yeah.
Because if she say she ain't know nothing about that, and they see you got potential, and they cut into it like, oh, you doing this, or you doing that, you could be doing this, you know what I'm saying? You could be doing this with it. Now, if they harping on her, telling her, pick up the pen, draw, like, it's a different type of way you moving about it. Like, they say, oh, you know what I'm saying? You getting better, you know what I'm saying? When you gonna start selling them. That's different than just saying, keep drawing, we need you to.
I was like, that's always very cute whenever someone is just all like, oh, when are you gonna start selling things? So like, thanks for your faith in me. That's
You know
pretty
what I'm saying?
adorable.
But that's the difference, though. In my opinion, like, they looking at you like you taking us out the situation. You the answer.
Oh boy, you won't believe how many times I've heard that, and oh my god, we were talking about Atlas, weren't we?
Yeah.
Weight of the world, crushing my shoulders.
Yeah.
Don't like it.
Yeah. Some people, you know what I'm saying? That's not the right pressure for her to be a diamond.
No.
So it's a different type of pressure. Maybe it's more competitive pressure for her to be a diamond, not the reliance on others to make them right.
Yeah, it's not the kind where it's like, cool, if you don't succeed, we are done.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, no.
Some people
Don't
like
do
that though. No,
Don't
some
do
people
that
like
to
that.
me.
Yeah.
Some people they like that pressure. That pressure turn them into diamonds.
Yeah, it does that to a lot of people. Gotta get us out the hood. Gotta get mama out the
Yeah.
No, bruh.
Yeah.
We ain't ever getting out the hood.
Yeah, she said, no, we ain't never get it off the hood.
Yeah.
For me, I ain't never been in that situation, so I can't even tell you. I could tell you, we need this bucket to win, and I stepped to the plate, but I never had like a, we ain't gonna, if you don't do this, we ain't gonna be able to eat. That's a different. I wouldn't even want to be under that pressure. That's a whole different pressure. That's a whole different pressure. I'm taking BC advice, just running the credit play. Just keep your credit up. You get that 80,000, bro. Just keep that. Don't even pay it back.
That's funny.
But let's go. Let's switch it now. We talked a lot to Gianna about the quiet your brain. You say you read the words quiet your brain. Would that make you think? Horatio.
I know. I don't know. I don't know how to quiet my brain, man. I don't know.
Ooh. So this out here took a different approach. That's why I like saying it like that. It's a whole different approach. So now we can talk about, you said, I don't know how to quiet my brain. So you have issues, like you have a loud brain, my nigga? Like your brain be loud?
You don't. You don't have
Yeah,
thoughts that
it's
just
like, what,
run
you
through your
don't-
brain all day.
You ain't got.
You don't have times where you're just sitting there, like,
Yeah.
even like mid podcast, there's times where I just zone out and I just.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
That's
Y'all
why
deal
I'm
with
like,
that
huh?
shit?
Oh, what happened?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Sometimes when you can hear me, sometimes when I zone in, like I'm like, oh, what you say? Da 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 da. It's because I'm either just sitting here thinking or something's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I don't have that.
I don't know. Is that developed or what?
Nigga, I don't know, nigga.
That's
never-
all. That's
They-
how I think about it.
Yeah.
Quiet your brain. I don't know how to simply.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you know what he's talking about?
Yeah. 100%.
What? Explain it in your words. That shit sound crazy to me. You explain it now.
Like I said, it's just, I'm not talking schizophrenia or anything like that, but the thoughts, like, go from one to another very, very quickly, and
About everything.
about everything.
Damn, that's crazy. The only time I probably experience that's when I'm high on some weed. That's like that's it. Like then it's like okay, but I can always stop my brain from thinking. Like I developed that really through, because I learned early in my life that you become what you think about. So I always control what I thought about. Like, of course, it like goes sometimes left field, but I always grab it and be like, oh no, you do bullshitting. Let's think about this now. Then I just think about my
It doesn't
goals.
just go into bullshit, and it goes into like things, bro.
Nah, I learned to turn that shit off. Yeah, like you talking to somebody, I don't think.
Nah.
No, I'm so
It's
serious.
times, but like, well, you're like, y'all will be chatting, and like, even though like I was just in the conversation, I was just.
No, I had to learn that through sports. I had to learn that through sports because I had a big, and it wasn't anxiety. I learned. I ain't tell you, damn, bro. I ain't tell you that shit. It's not anxiety. It's intimidation. I used to get intimidated when I play sports.
That makes sense.
And when I was on basketball, when I was playing basketball, that's like when the first time I really got intimidated was basketball. Because I'm not naturally gifted at basketball. I'm acquired talent. Not acquired talent, but acquired skill. So when I'm playing basketball, I used to do the same thing, zone out, like going to days, like just zone out, not be there, not be present. So my dad told me like it helps you when you go in there and play if you cheering the team on, like being involved with the game. So you get in, you already there, you not. So I had to learn how to control my brain. You know what I'm saying? So I guess that's a good reason why too. But I had to learn how to control my.
I've never had that like stop talking, like stop thinking. Like, not even stop thinking, just focus. I don't know.
See, not gonna lie. Bruh. Literally just zoned out because a breeze came by. Thought about how cold it was. Thought about how cold my toes were.
Yeah,
and I thought about the laundry I gotta do for tomorrow. And I thought about work tomorrow.
Oh yeah, no, I don't do
And
none of
prepare
that
for
shit.
that.
Nah, I control.
All of the span that you were talking about controlling your thoughts.
Oh yeah, no. So, y'all shit. Oh damn. My brain run loose, so mine do that. But it does it in pertaining to the conversation. Let's say, remember how you said I had to fix it, so I have so many thoughts, and I'll just say the last half of the thoughts.
Yes.
But it's pertaining to the conversation though. So I do the same thing, like my brain goes off and makes hella ideas and hella thoughts, but it's always in the moment. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know how that is.
Yeah,
That's
I guess
crazy.
that depends on how I'm feeling on that day, I guess.
Like, yeah, I've been fully present this whole time. I don't know if it's because I'm like hosting, but you host, like I've been fully everybody conversation.
No, that's what you're saying. I don't know.
That shit crazy. But I also learned to stop thinking. I also learned to stop thinking when you're talking to people. They say don't think.
I
It's
can't
just-
turn it off, man.
Yeah, I can't.
Yeah,
I
that
don't
shit,
know how.
that shit is crazy. How you turn off your brain? Think about it. Like a think. How you think you could turn off your brain? Let's start with Gianna.
Dude, I think we have
I go to
ADHD.
sleep.
Say it
When
again.
I go to sleep is the only time I know how to turn my brain off. And then, at that time, don't even go. I don't know if it's
Don't
turned
go all
off.
the way off.
What the fuck? Y'all really don't know. All right,
I
think
think that's
about it,
when
my
I wake
nigga.
up
Think
at-
about it. Think about a method.
when I'm
If you
waking
was
up at
to,
3 in the morning.
if you had a mission, right? You put a goal. Next month, this time, I'm gonna be able to turn my brain off. How would you go? What would be the plan of doing that?
Death.
Roll
Yeah.
up a fat wood.
All right, a plan that keeps you alive and not on drugs.
I wouldn't be able to tell you, but
Just think of one. Like a think.
nicotine.
Death
Not
or
on
nicotine.
drugs. Not
That's
on
the
drugs.
only answer.
Not on drugs.
That's nicotine.
What you think? What would your be answer me? Because he's struggling over here.
What's your
So
answer?
you said.
You're the only one that don't deal with it.
Yeah, the only way I
Why
could
you
think
asking us for
to
an answer
completely
on
turn
something?
off my brain would be to die.
That shit is insane.
This man telling us to think about it like we have this problem solved already. We still trying to
No,
solve
but you
this
could
problem.
theorize on it. Like, I theorize everything. I got so many problems I have to theorize about and think about and find solutions to. That's like literally that's a CEO. Like you got
I think
so
that's a
many
question you gotta
problems.
ask AI.
You could ask AI that. You could ask AI that.
How do
But
I
if
turn my
I was
brain?
not to use AI and I did know how to control my brain, what type of things I would do? I would focus. I would do a boring task and completely focus on that boring task for longer moments. Like I do, start at until it turns off. Let's say,
I mean, like,
So
I'm not having a problem with it though.
I'm just saying, like, if you should turn it
Why do I
off.
gotta fix it?
No, I'm just saying to turn it off. Like to be able to turn off your brain. Like, do you have that ability to be completely focused
Yeah.
for a long period of time?
Yeah, it's called locking in, my dude. I can
Now,
lock in.
can you?
yeah, I can, but I'm still gonna be sitting there thinking about other things while I'm doing that. I could be doing a puzzle and I'll still be thinking about other stuff while I'm doing this puzzle or doing math.
But then you're not fully present. So it's really about being
Why
fully
do you
present.
gotta be fully present doing a puzzle?
I mean, you don't have to be fully present,
I
but
just
that's
said puzzle. I just do
but
that.
that's
Oh, I see.
You're
I'm
never
sorry.
like at ease. Like, so when I think about quieting your brain and you talking like that, I think of worries. That's what it makes me think. I think of like I'm worrying. If I can't quiet, I'm worrying about some shit. And I'm leaving the moment. Like, say if I'm at the club and I'm not in the moment, I'm in my fucking head. You know what I'm saying? I'm not fully present. That's what makes me think of when y'all say like quiet, like you can't quiet your brain. It makes me think I'm not present in the moment.
No, I wouldn't say that.
No, nothing like that. Because you said think of something that you could do to probably like help quiet it. I thought maybe meditation, but even if I sat there all cross-legged in the grass and stuff, I would still be thinking about like, oh man, grass is pretty soft. Shade of yellow.
And
It's
that's
nice
what.
on those
That's
flowers.
the real thing. I literally did that shit. I had to learn how to do that shit. I had to learn how to turn my brain off. Like that's a real thing you can deal with.
Like,
And
it's
then,
not necessarily worries. It's just thoughts.
but it's a sense of learning how to be empty.
Yeah, I don't know if you can make it empty. I think you could maybe control the trajectory of your thoughts or your
I don't know
stream.
how to
No,
make
you
it
can get it empty. You can get it empty. Yes, you can.
By
I
doing
did.
what? By doing what?
Breathing. You focus on your breathing. You literally try to
You're
focus
thinking
on
about
nothing.
breathing.
But I'm focusing on it. It's not like I think it's not no other thing is present though. Nothing. But like you said, you sit on the grass. You went to meditate. Now you thinking about the grass and shit. It's like I'm just like being empty. Like you know what I'm saying?
See, my
like,
thing is like this. If I was sitting there and like not even thinking about the grass and I was sitting there breathing, focusing on my breaths, I was sitting there thinking, why am I doing this?
No, and then you quiet all those talks. You quiet everything. You don't think of nothing else. You don't think of nothing else.
That's where this is
I
where
don't
my
know.
brain will go.
I don't know if I could ever do that. Maybe try to organize the stream of consciousness, but
Yeah.
I don't know about just complete lobotomize myself. I don't know if I can do that.
Yeah, no, I did it. Like you know, that's just it's a struggle. To, like you gotta keep declining all those streams. You gotta like stop it. Like you know what I'm saying? Turn off. Like
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
like you just sit there,
I
you be in the
always hear
moment, and
people
then
say that
you
shit.
get better and better and better and better. Like you do it for longer periods of time. The longest I probably did it was probably like 5 to 10 minutes. It ain't last. I ain't do that. I ain't do that practice for a long time. But that's a real thing people practice.
Yeah.
Empty in your head.
I feel like I have to go like mushrooms to do this.
Yeah. But it's just, you know what I'm saying? It's just, I don't even know why I did it. Because it all stems from, like how you said at the beginning, I had no reason to do it. So I'm trying to think, why the fuck did I do it? Like, what was my reason?
What was
You know
your
what I'm saying?
reasoning?
I think it was because the intimidation. I was dealing with the intimidation, and that was one way my dad told me to get over it.
Oh,
It's like,
you're
so,
intimidated. You're always thinking, like, I'm not going to do that.
you know what I'm saying? To quiet your brain, be in the moment. Because I had, like, people used to say, like, I wasn't in the moment. Like, I was a real thing. Like, when I was playing basketball, like, they used to say I look like I'm dozing off. I look like I'm dazed. Like, you look like you're not here.
Yeah.
So, like, you know what I'm saying? So, I had to practice. That's what he told me to practice. And that's why I did it. But that's crazy that you thought of that. Like, quiet your brain, never turned off. Like, I don't deal with that shit. That shit crazy. I can turn my brain off and just do nothing. That shit crazy.
The closest I could get is literally just Hatsune Miku screaming in my head, and that's it.
That's crazy. Like, this whole time we was sitting here talking, I ain't think about shit. But when it was time for me to talk.
Oh, yeah, no.
What the
That's
heck?
crazy.
Yeah.
That's
I ain't think of nothing off topic.
That's crazy. That's crazy. I can
Man,
name 10 things I can think of.
dedication, commitment, sheer will.
Now that makes sense though, bro. Like, I guess now, like that's not normal. That's what you're making it now.
Yeah.
It's not
I
normal.
don't know. if
I
that's
don't know
normal.
what's normal.
I don't know what's normal.
But
Maybe we're
in
not
this
normal.
table, at
At
this
this table,
table,
it's not normal.
it's not normal. I think that it's not normal. Cause I be asking me like, what you thinking about? And they be like, I don't know actually. I don't know what's normal. Somebody ask me what that like.
I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, that's what I was like. Cause my brain, when I'm able to not, like, let's say we're off this table and we're not here right now, we're somewhere else. Not somewhere else, like, but I could think a lot. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when it's time for me to think, I can think a lot. But, like, right now, like I said, I ain't think at all.
Bahamas.
Say it again.
Bahamas.
What about it? Like, think about it?
Yep.
I could think, like I said, when it's my turn, I could think about the Bahamas.
You had mentioned it before when we were talking about the social media. And you talked about this woman who had like posted a picture of herself in the Bahamas and used the reflection. And you did. You sat there and your eyes went down. You were thinking about something. That's why we were laughing at hard. Because after you said that, you just cut off. and just started thinking about something.
Oh, did I seen it. No, I seen it in my head. But I think it was my turn to talk, wasn't it?
No.
It wasn't? I said it randomly?
Whatever it was your turn to talk, but you stopped. You stopped
You just started
mid-sentence.
thinking about it. You just started thinking about like
Yeah,
the
I think that's cool though.
yeah, because it was part of the conversation.
Yeah, I think it was like I like zone out there like how duration. Like I'm thinking about my laundry. I'm thinking like, you know what I'm saying? I think about nothing else. All right, but my turn on the thoughts of quieting your brain. What do I think of when I say quiet your brain? What I think of when I think quiet your brain is, I ain't gonna lie, it's probably the same answer as y'all. Probably like just the worries I have. Quiet your brain more so. No, it's the doubts. Ooh, no, mine different than y'all's. My quiet the brain is when I'm doing something, the thoughts of inferiority. How quick I am to doubt myself. How quick I am to think I'm not worthy. That's what I think of. Like, say if I'm talking to somebody, I notice it's like some real shit. Like, I overly, I'm not overly. That's a little word to be saying now. I ask them what they think about me to assure myself so much because I have so much lack of the lack, like, you know what I'm saying, lack of confidence, I guess you could call it, which is kind of like crazy, but like you would think like, oh, he act like this all the time, but no, like I deal with that heavily. And when I'm doing something, it's easy for me to doubt myself, like not in like trading at all. I don't doubt myself in that at all. But when it comes to like people and things, it's easy for me to doubt my ability. Like, but when it comes to like solo shit, like I don't doubt at all. I don't doubt at all. Like when it comes to others and things of that nature, like for instance, I'm posting the videos, I doubt myself on my thoughts. Like, is they gonna rock with, like, am I stupid? And like, I'm thinking about all that. It's like inferiority. I think a lot of inferiority when it thinks of quiet your brain. So when you quiet your brain, is quieting those thoughts I have while I'm trying to achieve excellence and greatness.
I see what you're saying. So you probably kind of need like a confirmation.
And that's not good.
Yeah.
That shit not good.
I mean, it's not, but
I mean, something I'm dealing with. I'm dealing with it. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know, that's not something I never dealt with, so I don't know how to help you with that. I was gonna tell yourself.
You never dealt with that?
Tell yourself you could do it.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, Mom.
check the voice memo, see if it's still on.
It's still going.
Okay, yeah. So, but that was like, you know what I'm saying? That's what I you know what I'm saying? That's what I deal with when I'm doing anything that has to do with people. Like, never one-on-one things though. Like, in terms of football, I never doubted myself. I knew I was wrong. I just wasn't getting proven, so that fucks with me. And basketball, like them type of things, I don't doubt myself. I just don't be proven in the moment. So I just gotta get better. But when it comes to like people and shit, bruh, I start doubting. Like, I start doubting, like, you know what I'm saying? And I need affirmation. Shit weird. Yeah, what's y'all thoughts about that? Besides, I heard the race. What's your thoughts on that?
About needing affirmation and validation from people.
Yeah. Shit ain't cool.
I don't know. I feel odd about it because, like, I will admit, I get very anxious sometimes to the point that, like, my hands start shaking really, really bad. But I don't know what that's about because I don't really crave the validation from people. I don't care. Like, my anxiety comes from, I think, not doing the best that I can and then making people, like, letting people down, especially if they have invested a lot of time and effort into me. Like, that's how I feel.
So it stems from that atlas. It all stems from that atlas. It seems like the more people put on you, the more anxious you'll probably get.
Yeah, because I don't want to let them down in that sense, but I'm not really worried about, like, if they like me too much.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. I'm not worried about that.
Yeah, no, that was my big thing. If they like me.
I don't care about that. I
Yeah.
just don't want to let them down. You
Okay.
don't have to like me for me to not let you down.
Yeah, that shit be so lame, bro. My thoughts, bro. I had to think about it too. Like, that's why I always try to keep multiple women, bro. Because no, like on some real shit. Because listen, I had to learn how to, like, I'm learning now. Like, it's okay, bro. It's like you're not gonna score. Like, you know, like I used to. So what it was I used to have one woman. Then I'm cool with her, but then you have another woman. So then if stuff start going weird, or like you doubting yourself, I could just go to this woman and she gonna make me feel good.
Yeah, no, that's not how it's supposed to work. I mean,
No, like on some real stuff.
That's a personal thing.
Yeah, but that's how I
in a
would.
traditional relationship.
I was gonna
no,
say, is
that's
this
not how it
also
goes.
an effect of social media?
Nah, it's just a real person.
I mean, like, no. I mean, like, going from, like, one person and then having another one on the back burner for in the event that you're scared you might mess up the things with the first person, then you can go to the second.
Or the first person don't make you feel validated. It's not really scared to mess up. It's more so like you're not getting validated. But like I said, I'm dealing with it. That's how I used to be. That's why I always like. I don't like talking to just one girl, bro. Like I need another one because when the lack of validation, I can just go over here and get it from this one.
But why do you have to have both at the same time?
Because when one not providing it, I can just go to the other. Instead of talking it out with that person and how they make me feel, like I'm saying, me and Derecho, we really similar. I didn't talk at all. Like, I ain't voice how I felt at all. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I start committing actions that weren't cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then I got my parents in me. So they extreme. Both of my parents are very extreme. It don't take much for them to do something crazy.
Oh.
So certain things will happen and I'll start making irrational decisions. They're sure they're like, I'll just cut it off. Like
Just
for
based,
something,
based on a perceived slight.
you know what I'm saying? Or just something that trigger. Will trigger me and I'll just cut you off. Like it's simple, like, you know what I'm saying? Don't make sense. It didn't make sense. It was an irrational action. Like blowing up the whole group chat. Like that was irrational. Like, you know what I'm saying? That was an irrational action because I was mad at one person. I'm gonna destroy the whole group chat. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it was irrational actions. Like because of little, I go to the extremes. Like if I can't have this, okay, I'm about to do something crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh my god.
yeah, like it was an irrational action. Like,
You're working on that, right?
yeah, I am.
That's good.
I'm giving, you know what I'm saying? I'm giving people grace, one, and just quiet and calm and moving with, I'm moving with fluidity, not so much on-off switch. Like now the lights condemn.
Yeah. That's
Before
good.
it was just on, off,
Yeah.
on, off.
That's a good analogy.
No, that's what it is now. And then I'm dealing with the not needing multiple women. You know what I'm saying? I still think it's a good to have because then it's like you're not more so given the spot, you got to work for the spot.
We can disagree there.
Okay.
But
Yeah, but that's what I think. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because if it's only one, then it's like you ain't even. You know what I'm saying? I had a girl get on my phone, bruh, and tell me, "Oh, you ain't talking to no girls."
What's wrong with that?
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, if you're talking, like I said, I
you
don't
only
know.
talking to me. That didn't make her sound happy, so I guess that must not be the right way. I guess
No, that's the wrong woman. That's what I think it is.
You think that was the wrong woman?
Yeah.
You think that was the wrong
I
woman?
mean, that's personal. That's just like I said, it's a
Let's just
personal
say
thing. I'd rather have one woman. Like I'd rather like what they say you need.
What would she think I was a player? Is she expected it? Maybe I don't know.
Compromise. They say that's one of the biggest things in relationships. You need to compromise.
Yeah.
It seems like that's something that you don't like to do.
I didn't
When it
like
comes to
to do.
relationships
No, I
with
didn't.
women.
I didn't like to do that. I
Gotta
had to
be a
learn.
compromise
I had
on
to.
both
I had
ends,
to
too.
learn to do that. Like that's a learned skill to compromise and to not dramatize everything. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I used to take things to the next level. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, calm down, bro. It ain't that serious.
Get yourself an HBO show.
What? Put the slaves in front of me.
Oh my god.
Fuck. Put Harriet Tubman up. Put motherfucker Frederick Douglass up. Put motherfucker Booker T. Washington up.
I was thinking more Truman Show, but this man started going
Yeah.
crazy. This man started about Kunta Kinte.
Nah, literally, bro, I be over
Yeah.
stimulating things, bro. That shit ain't even over. Them niggas was getting whipped 5 times to the neck as a baby cross. This ain't got no control over it. Getting whipped to the neck. 5 slashes as an 8-year-old girl.
Yeah.
I feel like every woman should listen to Harriet Tubman.
Remember, whenever you feel down about yourself,
Put on some slaves.
documentaries.
Yeah, bro. Like everything would be way better, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like we got transportation, my nigga.
What do you mean everything will be way better?
Yeah.
No, in terms of like your suffering.
Oh, okay.
Because then you could compare it to what they doing through. And you're like, come on, bro.
We
Like,
had the same thought.
Yeah, I was like, what? This man Jerome was over here.
oh, what you mean? What y'all thought I
I felt like he
said?
was on some like
Yeah, it
pro
sounds like you were
slavery
just
shit
all
over
like,
here.
we should go back
Everything
to
would be
slavery.
more better.
Oh,
if
hell
slavery
no. Oh,
happened.
hell no. You tripping. It's actually still being actualized just through the criminal system. But there's still slaves out. Once you become a criminal, you down there a slave.
Yeah.
Some people become slave to social media because it controls how you operate, how you feel, how you think.
I thought you were talking more along the lines of
Like
human trafficking.
No.
We just turned it onto a different term.
They just
modern day slavery.
I learned the method, bro. The method is indirectly. They just indirectly gave you a master through the social media. They indirectly controlled you through the social media. If enough accounts push that, who's a person that is? If enough accounts push that, who's a person that you could just that I want to say that's like got a good personality that could just decriminalized. Give me a rapper, or let's say who's a popular singer, Beyonce. Well, let's do Jay-Z. If enough accounts post that he's been terrible to the black community, they will believe that motherfucker. Now they will start acting a certain way towards him, which is not true or not. But because enough people have thought of it, they control what you or posted it. They control what you think about it and how you feel about it. Like with the whole Diddy, what they did with Diddy. Nothing came out really conclusive yet. They just showed hella evidence at the spot. And like those little phone calls, I think that's a little evidence too, but nothing conclusive.
Isn't evidence conclusive?
Yeah, evidence.
It is. Evidence is conclusive.
I'm sorry, huh?
So all the stuff that they got Diddy on has not been
Like
they don't have evidence of.
Like he's not found.
Okay.
He's not found guilty.
I was gonna say, is that what you mean?
Like I don't know if they have evidence of him beating other guys' cheeks.
Like how you not know that they didn't plant them baby oil.
So so what you mean is they don't have the evidence.
Yeah, I think so. I must have said that wrong. Or we don't know how credible the evidence is.
Yeah.
You don't know the
It's
credibility.
the social media.
Yeah, we don't know the credibility of the evidence.
They could have been
That's
like,
what I'm saying.
I see.
And really, they only just found the baby oil.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And they could have even planted that because they control what you think by taking that picture. They knew what they was doing, taking that picture.
I see.
Like you could just control a narrative. That's why I said it's like a new age master. All right, y'all, we back. This is gonna be the last little segment right there. I hope y'all enjoyed this podcast. Gianna, what you think about the podcast?
That's pretty fun.
It was fun? Did you think it was going to be like this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.